some kind of fine involved, but somehow the fines and all these things just don't exist when it comes to Magnus. I find it a little bit annoying that's the case. Anyway, we're underway. Let me make this so that you guys can actually see the eval bar too. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, sometimes it be like that, yeah, but okay, so he plays queen a4. This is a line, I don't remember this line super well, but this has been played. I think it's like, what is tours about? You guys see me? What do you mean? What is tours about? I mean, everything is good as far as I can tell. It looks good to me. Okay, bishop d7, queen b3, knight b6 is also a move, I guess, here. I don't know. I don't love this position objectively, but I think it's fine. I mean, queen a4 is not supposed to be a super serious line, but why is Maxime thinking so long here? Plays knight c6. I guess the idea is bishop d7, queen b3 is something unpleasant. It must be queen b3, right? You got to, or queen c2. You gambit a pawn. If takes. There's knight b5 to hit the bishop and the pawn. I mean, it looks pretty standard so far. Magnus only 3176. Well, I don't know if this was his original account, first of all, and then secondly, he didn't play on this account for at least 2 or 3 years, so there's probably some deflation as well. Okay. Okay. All right. What happens? So Maxime does not take the bait. He does not eat the waffle on d4. Instead, he castles. And now after d5, I mean, you see the eval bar is jumping. So so obviously it's looking very good for Magnus now. He must be better. Like queen b3, this waffle on b4 is a little bit weak here. I mean, maybe you can go back to the rim, but then the bishop comes to e3, and your waffle is just very unhappy on a6 here. Yeah, this is not. Also, the time advantage is bad too. Look at this time advantage. It's a 1 minute plus time edge here, so it's very, very tricky. Yeah, I mean, knight a6 is okay, but then your knight's just sitting on the rim, and bishop e3 will cover the square. So I don't really like it here. I mean, black's waffles are okay here. Maybe you can even play c5 here. Okay, he goes a5, which is logical. But I really like bishop g5 here and just put pressure on this diagonal, and then you go a3 and maybe rook d1 or even castles. This looks very, very bad for black. We can't see the time. You definitely see the timer running down. It says 1:26:45, you guys. So I will explain the format. They're playing 90 minutes of 5+1. I'm going to add some text just to make it a little bit clearer. Okay. 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 Let me put this over here. Okay, that should be good. Okay. So I think you guys see it. Okay, leave it. The original is too big. Thank you to Timotai for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you so much. So yeah, so what I was gonna say, you guys, is that basically they're playing 90 minutes of 5 minutes plus 1 second. You guys can't see it. It's too small now. No, it's fine. You guys can see it, can't you? No, you guys can see the text. Yeah, it's good. Okay, it's great. Okay, good. It's good. Okay, perfect. So anyway, they play 90 minutes of 5 minutes plus 1 second increment. They play 60 minutes of 3+1, and they play 30 minutes of 1 + 1 second increment. So so yeah, thank you to Sun God for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, man. Anyway, first game in. I don't know what's going on here exactly. Black's trying to jump with this waffle to b3. The pawn holds the waffle, at the same time, it doesn't really threaten anything. It's just an empty square. So I think Magnus is doing very well here. It's a very ugly position for black. Bishop e2 and Castrol. He's trying to eliminate, I guess, get rid of this bad bishop for this knight, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so I mean, okay, so he's trying to use the waffle and he wants to trade this one off and then jump to d4 with the waffle to fork the queen and the bishop. At the same time, white can maybe just go bishop e3 to prevent the waffle from coming to d4. So I think white is doing well here. They start with 5+1, yeah. I need a Hikaru dictionary, yeah. Do I get sponsored by Castrol? Not yet. So if there's any of the execs from Castrol are big fans of chess and they're watching the stream, you know how to reach me, and I'm always available. Okay, so let's see. What is Magnus going to do? His time is actually evened out, by the way. Look at the time. The time is evened out. So Maxime has gotten the time back to even. Okay, so bishop e3, good move by Magnus. He sees the idea of jumping with the waffle, and now the waffle it looks good because it's outposted by the pawn on a4, but it's got no real squares, so it's just like an empty waffle on the wrong side of the board. And it's missing, it's missing the syrup and the butter, so it's sitting out here doing nothing. Now G3 is very interesting. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't take with the bishop. Oh, but bishop takes, maybe the other waffle then comes to c4 and it gets dangerous. So I understand why he took with the pawn. Okay, queen d7, so he wants to use the monarch and come to h3. Magnus just decides, you know what, I can break the rules. I have two ops in the center of the board here, and I can just start attacking your king. So you don't really have good breaks in the center. Your knight is bad here. This op is targeting it. So this looks very good. The king is very safe on e1 too. As I've said many times, Magnus loves king safety, and this king is really safe here. It's very snug on this e1 square because black can't really chip the center. If you go this way, you lose the waffle. If you go this way, white can maybe take and jump with the horse to b5 and then fork the rook and the queen. If you go f5, I don't know, it looks dubious somehow. So this looks like a very good position for Magnus. Okay, so Maxime goes to e5. So he's really intent on jumping to d4 with the waffle from b3 here. And the difference is if he plays e6 is unclear. Instead he plays e5 to force white to play n peasant, but after queen e6 black now has knight c4, so it's not so clear cut what's happening. Thank you to Wayne Stream for the prime, appreciate it. Thank you to Wayne Stream, thank you so much, appreciate it. The score, by the way, you'll see the score next to their names at the bottom once the game ends. Currently it's 0-0. The pronunciation is killing me. Okay, so Magnus goes knight to b5, tries to put pressure on the pawn on c7, but he also stops the waffle from going to d4. The other waffle on b6 is a little bit weak here, so it's not clear cut. Okay, so he goes rook c8. Magnus plays h5, trying to rip open the king's protection on the h file and use the rook on h1. Who would I rather play in the final? I mean, I'd rather play Magnus in the final. Stop talking about waffles. What, is that making you hungry? Yes. I have no idea what you're talking about unless I have the stream open. Okay, this looks bad. Somehow, isn't there a take on bishop c4? This king side looks very open. Thank you for the resub, Dandy Burrito Supreme. Thank you so much. MVL is no time, too. As it takes. I mean, I feel like your king is going to be super open here. I mean, there's an open line. Somehow it feels like I don't know what the way to win here is, but I feel like white should be winning here. And actually, look at the eval bar. It says +2. Okay. Wait, does d6? No, you take and you hit the queen. Rook g1 maybe? And like bishop h6? Rook g1 looks good here. What's 3? Oh yeah, it's +3 now, right. So it's obviously winning for white. What the move is, I'm not sure. Well, I'll tell you what Magnus did. He did something that I'll tell you what he did. This opening, I bet in this position, Let me see. I bet the correct move for black here is to take the pawn. I don't know if it's with the knight or with the bishop, but if black takes this pawn, black is fine. But in a blitz game where you're unprepared and you're sort of unsure what's going on, it's very hard to play this move without having preparation. Whereas in a slow game, you can take a deep breath and think for 20 minutes to figure it out. So Magnus sort of plays a semi-bluff here. And Maxime didn't take the pawn, and after he didn't take the pawn, he was just worse. Okay, so what happened? Oh, he did go d6. Oh, ouch. Ouchies. 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 Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. That's not good. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, so that's game 1. So Magnus wins the first game. So now you'll see the score next to his name. This is the score in the match. It's 1-0 to 0-0. So let's keep going. Yeah, so that's what happened. So that's the difference between blitz chess and classical chess. In a slow game, I bet that Maxime takes the pawn on d4. But in blitz chess, you guys, Magnus is prepared and Maxime isn't sure. Like, is it, can I do that? What's his preparation? And so you don't take the pawn, and once you don't take that pawn on move 5, you just or move 6, whatever it was, you just end up much worse. So that's one of the fundamental differences between blitz chess and classical chess. Today we're watching MVL and Magnus. I will play the winner of this match tomorrow in the final of the Speed Chess Championship. Make sure to be there. It will be on twitch.tv//chess. Did I beat Magnus in the finals? I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, I thought I played great chess against him in the tour final. I think that's the last time we really played though. So we haven't played each other more or less in like 4 months. So I don't know. Yeah, it's 50-50, right? Technically it's 50-50. Will Levy be streaming on your stream? I mean, I can talk to Levy. I don't think so, but maybe. Levy's always streaming it though. He was streaming my last match too, so yeah. Didn't you play in the Skilling Open? Yeah, but Magnus and I only played 1 game in the Skilling, so we didn't really play. Invite Levy now. Levy's streaming, right? Or is he? Where's Levy? Where is Levy? Yeah, he's streaming. But see, he's streaming, so it doesn't make sense to do it together right now. Oh, he's streaming. What is he streaming? Chess Alpha Rad? What? Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, whatever. Let's focus. White should be doing fine here. Magnus is playing for b3 to chop at the structure. Again, when you create a pawn chain like this, what you need to do is you need to strike at the base. Because when you strike at the base, the whole chain collapses. Right now, this pawn protects this one, which protects this one. If black can break the chain, the whole chain will collapse. Thank you, Jester, for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jester. This is we're really deep in the event, so this is the semifinal match. So it's only 1 match, and then tomorrow we have the final match. More viewers in chess.com. We're just here to stream, bring you guys good content. If you guys enjoy it, I'm just glad that you stay and watch it. So thank you so much. Yeah, you strike the base, because if you strike at the base, the rest of the chain collapses. Because it's like the chain gang. If one link in the chain collapses, then the whole thing collapses. Levy sends his regards. Hope all is good for Levy. Hope he's doing well. Okay, so what's going on? Bishop c4, c6. Again, Magnus wants to attack the bishop. He creates the pawn chain here. He would have loved to have played d5, but he can't do it because if he does it, white just takes. So he does this. Now I think he's gonna go d5 here. Of course he does. Whoa, tactics land. We're in tactics land. What happens? So takes the waffle, forks the queen, the rook, and the bishop. You move here. Okay, we're gonna have flash. This is gonna be very flashy. Very much a flashy tactical game going on here. Magnus will obviously take. I think it's the only move that makes sense. So he takes. Waffle takes c6. You move the queen. Then white has the choice. It's kind of like, what do you want to put on the, what do you want to put with the waffle? Do you want to take, do you want to take the rook, which is kind of like the syrup? Do you want, to take the bishop, which is like kind of like some nice, nice melted butter? I mean, what are you going for? So yeah. Can I mark how many points, you guys? So if you want to see the score, look at this. What's to the left of their name? You see Magnus is 1.0, Maxime is 0.0, so Magnus won the first game. He's up 1-0. Stop with the food analogies. I know, because with the food analogies, that actually kind of starts to make me want to go out and get a waffle, honestly. I don't know, just white can't push because the structure's weak. Again, black would love to chip at the base of the structure and collapse these 3 pawns like this. Okay, d4. This is interesting here. So he's got to get, like, if he gets the I don't know what you call it. What is this? Is this like, what is this formation? What is this formation, you guys? It's almost like the pyramid, but you don't get the final stretch of the pyramid. Because you want to get these 2, and then you build it. You just have the connect 3, the double connect 3. Trapezium? Okay. The trapezoid. Yeah, trapezoid, right. Yeah. What am I looking forward to the most in the next year? Honestly, I'm looking forward to streaming. I'm looking forward to spending my time with you guys and bringing you more great chess content. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. It's been a great run, and I'm having a great time, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to, I think, chess. I'm hoping that chess becomes more of an esport. There are more online competitions. I really want to see that too. I hate to say it, but you're an excellent streamer. Why do you say you hate to see it? Thank you to MP Sharky for the 5 gifted. Thank you to K2 Hype as well. Thank you for the Prime. When am I leaking PogChamps 3? I can't. You will be the one that makes chess esports a thing. I mean, I see no reason it shouldn't be. I mean, if you look at the viewership for the events, you guys, it's very clear. One thing, and this I will say about chess, what you have to have for chess to become big and be compelling, it doesn't even matter online, but in general, what you have to have is you have to have blunders, you have to have drama and excitement, and not to sort of to take away from chess in its classical form, but when you play super slow chess, you guys, people make very few blunders. It's very minimal, and the games go very long. And chess with perfect play is, of course, a draw. So, so you need the drama, you need the blunders, you need the Magnus making, blundering the checkmate in 4 moves. You need these sorts of things going on. That's what you need. And honestly, as far as Magnus goes, think about Magnus. He's a world champion. Obviously, he's the best player in the world. If Magnus was not making these blunders, for example, or none of us were making these blunders, allowing these checkmates or hanging queens, it would not be compelling in that kind of a way. Okay. So let's see. So white does get kind of a semi-trapezoid. I mean, I guess he kind of creates it. White's doing okay, but I think black probably with the 2 ops can create a lot of threats. I don't know. It feels iffy here. Now you can't go g4. Whoa, rook a5. What is that? Whoa, so he wants takes. I guess we'll see what's going to happen. This is going to be wild. Rook a5 is a very creative move by Maxime. Yeah, Magnus, I actually don't like Magnus's position that much, even though I know the computer thinks black is fine, because it's going to be very hard to prove. If white just ignores the structure and goes like queen d2, I don't like queen e1 though. What is queen e1? Isn't there a takes and a queen b2? Isn't there a queen b2 here? Oh, Injin says there's something. Is it takes knight f4? There's some tactic. Let's see. Or is it queen b2 or is it takes bishop g3? I don't know what it is. I'm not going to try to figure it out. Okay, queen b2, rook f2 is played. Probably queen b8 back, I guess. The future of chess isn't shorter controls, totally, yeah. But, I mean, 30 seconds, very, very tricky. Very, very hard to play here for Magnus with 30 seconds on the clock. Maxime has what he wants here. I think for Maxime to win this match, oh, g4 is a tricky move. Now you don't have knight f4 because I take, and and I fossilize your fossilize your waffle on b2, so you can't go knight f4. So h3, but now king h3, and what's the continuation? I think Maxime is. Ooh, I don't like that, because now this pawn becomes like a cactus thorn. It's stuck in your side here, and it's gonna box the king in. I don't like king g1. I think you should have just taken. I fossilize your waffle, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this pawn on h3 is like a thorn. It's like that cactus, the thorn from the cactus. It really boxes the king, and the king gets stuck. The king is gonna have problems here. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't take, because this pawn is just he's gonna probably lose the game now, I think, after knight f4. Very, very unfortunate mistake. You're looking younger today. Nice. I'm looking younger, probably because I got my 5 hours of sleep, and I feel really good today. I feel good. Yeah, I mean, the problem is MVL, the problem is now he's like, what did I just do? Why did I just take the pawn? And like, what's wrong with me? That's the problem. I mean, okay, but this is insane. What is this? Bishop h4. What? What is this? What is this? You are stupid, but the best streamer in the world. With the best streamer in the world, I like your content. I'm stupid, thank you. I know. I mean, I never claimed to be smart. But now you just lose. You go rook f1, and I go here, and this pawn, the cactus thorn, strikes. Look at this cactus thorn. The thorn on the cactus. It strikes at your king. Very, very poor. I mean, I literally don't know what to say. This is a very, very bad start. It's not even so much that Magnus is up 2-0, but for MVL, he got everything he wanted in this game. He was up a minute and a half. He had a pretty good position, and then he didn't take the pawn on h3. No, MVL is fine taking chances, but the way that he has played this game is just very, very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very poorly played. Yeah, very, very poorly played. Very, very poor. Very, very poor. Not good. Okay. Game number 3. Again, you guys, you can see the score in the bottom left next to their names. You see 2.0 below the eval bar, and you see 0.0 above the eval bar. Magnus is up 2-zip. Okay, so the question is, is Magnus going to play the same? He's going to play the same line because Maxime played something bad. Okay, so we're going to see a switch by Maxime here. So it's going to be interesting. Magnus coming for me, like I said, you guys, I'm looking forward to playing him. A5, very interesting move. So he wants to move the biscuit to b4 and fork the queen, the rook, and the king at the same time. Very interesting move. Whoa! Thank you to Cash App for the 69 gifted subs. Thank you so much to Cash App. Thank you so much for the 69 gifted subs. Very nice. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Big shout out to Cash App, of course. Make sure to check out the app when you have time. I don't know what White's doing here. What is White doing? Maxime has tricked Magnus. Magnus is deep in the tank. He plays h5. I guess if you go... What is this? This looks very sketchy to me. This doesn't look right at all. I mean, he wants knight b4, but this looks very suspect. Thank you to Ruther FL for the prime. Thank you so much, Ruther FL. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you go queen a5, there's knight b4, and then the queen actually gets trapped. So you can't do that. Why does Hikaru use food names for chess pieces such as waffle and biscuit? Because like I'm hungry, you guys, and you know when you play the game of chess, it's all about eating your opponent's pieces. So that's why. I don't like this. I really don't like what Maxime has done again. Like again, I think it's very suspicious. Thank you to Porter Frank for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, Black's pieces look very discombobulated here. White's gonna go e4, hit the knight. You have no center play, and White's got this thorn. Again, there's more cactus thorns lurking here with h6 at some point. Can we get Maxim's perspective? Sure, we'll look at Maxim's perspective. Again, I mean, maybe you can go here, but there's a3. It's just the pieces don't look great. Can't White just go h6 and knight e4? I mean, here, and knight e4 with the fossil. Or with the fork, sorry. I mean, I don't know. This looks very suspicious to me. Data, goodbye, hello with the prime. Obi-Wan Code Nobi for the prime. Thank you to the franchise guy for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. I don't think Magnus isn't going to adopt MVL, but already, like, I mean, this is so rough. This is just so rough. H6 will sit. I mean, I'm wondering what's wrong with E4 and just takes, honestly. This knight is just stuck. I mean, the 2 pawns box the horse. The horse is stuck out at the stable. It can't come into the game. But he plays h6. Both moves I think were very, very good. Thank you to Lose My Money options trading for the prime. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, some people wanted this perspective, but yeah, I might actually switch it back. We want winner point of view? Okay, I'll flip it back. Okay. I mean, come on, you guys. As I pointed out, I'm from Belgium. I gotta support my countryman, Maxime, a little bit at least. Anyway, all right. Let's see. When I'm playing, no, there's no evaluation bar when I'm playing, no. I mean, it's just so gross. Like, I mean, 94 looks good. Whoa. What was it? Was that a pre-move? Was A4 a pre-move? He played that in 0.6. What was that? I mean, it wasn't a pure pre-move, but that was very close to a pre-move. Huh. Thank you to Ars Ribeiro for the prime. I think the music is fine, you guys. I'm pretty sure the sound is fine. Last I checked, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. I don't like this. I'm not feeling good for Maxime so far. I mean, if I'm Maxine, like I don't want to give out. Thank you to 11397 for the prime. I don't want to give away the strats because I have my five game plans for tomorrow, and hopefully one of them works. None of them. I mean, there's a chance none of them work, but I have my 5 game plans, so I don't want to give away. I don't want in the process give away anything. So I'm not going to say too much, but I think Maxime just needs to stabilize somewhere here. He's got to stabilize something. Like, he can't keep losing. Even if it's a draw, he's got to stabilize the next 2 or 3 games, or else the match is already going to be over probably. Because there's no way he's going to win five games in a row at any point. Thank you to Prasad Hari for the gifted sub, and a dog is always a dog for the 7 months. Thank you so much. Okay, again, not a great position, but it's maybe Magnus's position is a little bit compromised because he's pushed the pawn, so he's lacking in his development, but I still think White is better. She's got 6 plans but 5, yeah. Thank you to Paratus for the 8 months. Thank you to Struble for the prime. Magnus is deep in the tank here. Okay, so again, Magnus is way behind on the clock. MVL has got to capitalize here. This is where he has to capitalize. He had a great opportunity last game that he didn't capitalize on. Even though the position is bad, Magnus is not have time. This is... Whoa. Okay, so that was a quick pre-move. Okay, so I assume you just castle here. Okay, let's see. I mean, so far, like, again, I think, this is about as good as it's going to get probably for Maxime. So he's got to, I think he actually should take here. Takes, and queen e7 looks good with the double X. I think that's good. Just take and take. I like it. Takes, queen e7 with the double X. Everything else looks back. So if white gets d5, c4, and c5, the pawns start rolling. White activates his op on the long diagonal. I don't feel very happy. I think you got to take. He does. Okay, queen e7. Very good. Okay, if e5, there's bishop f3 now. ef6, you take. Okay, I'm starting to like this for MVL more and more. And Magnus is low on the clock. This is going to get interesting. Oh, sorry. I've got to adjust the clock again since there. Yeah, but so the way that I do it is because it's a countdown. I can't do it the traditional way. So one second, let me just adjust it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so if takes, there's bishop b2. I like knight e5. It's a very nice move by Magnus, trying to simplify things, clarify it. Again, he has the cactus thorn on h6, hampering the king on g8. So I think Magnus is still doing okay. This is starting to look bad. It's already been 30 minutes. Yeah, it's been a while. It's 30 minutes for like nearly 3 games. So I guess yeah, it's not crazy, but Magnus is 14 seconds, but I still think he's okay here because the position has to get clarified. I mean, I think you have to kind of take on e5. I mean, I feel like the time usage by MVL and Maxime has been a little bit odd, but particularly by MVL, the fact that he played c5 right away, like it didn't feel like it was a necessary move to just blitz it out. Isn't bishop d2 just winning? There's f4. I mean, what is this? Theta Z-Doc for the prime. I'm confused. I don't understand how you use like 35 seconds and you blunder bishop d2. I literally don't understand how you use 35 seconds on that move. Like if you make that move in 2 seconds, I understand, but I mean, okay, what happened here though? Magnus did something weird. He did something wrong. What is bishop? Was the bishop better placed on c6 to hold both the glues, or maybe he wants this one? I don't know. On the flip side, Magnus has no time, so there still are chances here. Maybe bishop g5. Bishop g5 and take the thorn. I thought bishop g... What? What? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we have a match. Ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-1, and we keep going. Thank you to Butler 0270 for the prime. I think if Magnus had won there, the match was over, by the way. Thank you to Prasadi for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate another day of the night for the tier 1. Thank you to R4Ken with the prime. Aquatic Pie with the tier 1. Thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, this is crazy stuff though. So queen c7. What is this? Knight c3. So Magnus, oddly enough, has decided he's not giving up on the Caro-Kann that he played against Wesley. He's playing it again today. Against Wesley in the Chess Champions Tour final, he put the Caro-Kann and he was getting beaten pretty badly by Wesley out of the opening. It felt like every game. Thank you to Jimmy Hopkins for the prime, Mac G for the tier 1, Aaron for the prime, Camilo PC for the 2 months. So I'm kind of surprised to see Magnus sticking with the Caro-Kann here. Thank you to Canedo Do It for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, because the thing is, when he played against Wesley, when he's playing Wesley, he was getting beaten up pretty badly in the openings. The results were okay, but he was really in trouble, and it felt like every game. Thank you to Not Lucas for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Do I have a good plan against Magnus's Caro-Kann? I'm not going to talk about what my intentions are, but yes, I've already thought about it. Thank you, Jack Sizzle, for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. Who would win between MVL and Wesley? Well, based on the play that I've seen so far, I think Wesley's play is significantly higher lately. I mean, as far as MVL is concerned, he's also in a very weird spot. So the problem for Maxime is that kind of he wants to focus on the Canada's tournament, which he is leading right now. So he's leading in the tournament, the Canada's tournament, but like that's the only event that matters. So it's very hard to sort of play these tournaments, which in a sense don't actually matter that much relative to the Canada's tournament. I think he's caught in this no man's land. And hopefully it doesn't affect him when the Canada's comes back, because I feel like the level of his play has been pretty bad in most of the events that he's played lately. What is this? Can't black just take the pawn? Or no, you have this rook and then takes. Something feels, is there maybe, no, f5 knight g5. Something feels a little bit loose with some combination of f5 with b2, c2, a2. I don't know what it is, but it feels a little bit loose. Is that why Fabiano doesn't play these tournaments? Well, I think for Fabiano, there are a couple of reasons. I think, first of all, Fabiano generally has struggled quite a bit in rapid chess and blitz chess. And then secondly, yeah, like if he plays these tournaments and does badly, what's the upside? There's no upside, because all that does is that only hurts his confidence potentially. So I actually think Fabiano is smart, because if he starts playing and losing to all these guys, it could actually affect his mental in a very, very serious way. So I think for Fabiano, it makes sense to try and limit it as much as he can. Maybe bishop e6 or bishop e4. I don't know. I think black is fine here. Maybe takes bishop c5. Again, though, I actually like this position for MVL out of the gate. I think white's doing well, like b3 and d4 or b4 b5 with a4. Some combo of the pawn center here of the pawn storm has to work as you try to make a line on the 5th rank. Okay, it does b3 and d4. Yeah, this is pretty good for white. Hey Hikaru, are you also a world-class Battleship player? Yeah, I actually, when I was young, I played a lot of Battleship. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'll never be a pro chess player, but maybe I'll be a pro Battleship player at some point. Yeah. Thank you, Insomniac, for the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so maybe d4 here. He had to play a3 to stop the bishop coming to b4. He goes queen c2 again, moves the queen out of line. Very logical move. I like it. Thank you to Wizard Off Fire for the Prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you to Hat Rocks for the 13 months. Thank you to Hat Rocks. What is your signet ring? Is that the family crest? Yes, you guys. This ring has been passed down in my family for 7 generations. So yes, it's a special ring that my ancestors in Japan who were samurai had. So yes. All right. Thank you to Wittiest Spice for the Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Maybe d4. I mean, Magnus' idea is to go f5. Now the pawn prevents knight to g5. So you kick the horse, and the horse will have to go back. Okay, d4, f5, knight c3, obviously, and then maybe knight f6. I thought knight c3 is more logical, but I guess he wants a knight on this square versus on this square. I don't know which one's better. I thought the knight was better here to protect a pawn push. So I don't know if I love knight d2. I thought knight c3 was much more natural to go this way to push for the pawn, because now with the knight here, you never get a pawn push. The knight supported it before. Thank you to Jada Knight for the 4 months. They had Puke Monkey with the Prime. See James Go with the Thank you to Mojo Baga for the Prime. Thank you to Eco Stampede for the Prime. Sorry, one sec. Okay. All right, okay. Okay, so position is probably okay here. Okay. Okay, let's focus. Maybe he should play like, okay, knight e5, interesting move. I guess if takes, you can go knight g4. If c5, whoa, that's kind of surprising. I guess he's got to go knight g4, right? And at bishop f4, you go g5, remove the bishop, win the juicer. So yeah. Maybe Magnus goes knight e4. It's also a move. But I think you have to go in. If you're just going to take on e5 and give up the two ops to have this, you have to go knight g4. So he does. Now knight e3 and black is completely fine. Just takes in c5 or a4. Queen e3, a4, and you lever the pawns. White's pawns get ruined. If rook e3, just c5, rook d4, rook d8, GG's. Thank you to Doringer for the prime. Thank you so much. What's so funny? Yeah, I think we know what's so funny. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see. Black just wants to double stack, and I think Magnus is doing very well. Thank you to Fuller Fits for the 5 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, maybe bishop f1's move, maybe f4, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Just rook d8. Yeah, just rook d8, take the line. I mean, Magnus is getting an endgame. He's going to find some way to win this. I think he's going to trade and go here and here to hit the rook and hit the queen. Although white can maybe go back and then take, because then you lose the rook here. And there's no check, but there is a check. It's very weird. I don't know. We'll see. When is the Hikaru autobiography coming out? I mean, when a publisher pays me $45 million, pays me the advance up front. When the advance is $45 million, I'll write a book. Okay, so Queen D7 makes sense. Queen D7, but then Bishop F1, as I pointed out. So it's not so easy for Magnus to win here. Thank you. Okay, so Rook D1. Okay, actually, Rook D1's good. Bishop E2 is probably a move. One of these squares. I don't know which one. He has to go to one of these two to hit the queen and the rook. Whoa. Is there a fortress here? What is Magnus doing? Wait a second. He has double pawns. There's no guaranteed fortress here. This is very strange. Queen B3? Because you hit the rook, you hit the pawn? I guess rook C... I mean, the problem is Magnus is down on the clock here, too. I mean... I guess Magnus can he just draw this? I guess he's going to claim me as a fortress here. I'm not sure that this is a clean fortress, though. Because at some point, white can probably go a5 and take the pawn off the side. This doesn't look quite like a true fortress. Because I think you go a5, queen a4, a6 takes, and you take this one. I mean, this doesn't feel like it's a fortress. Probably a5. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow I'm very skeptical. This doesn't look quite right. Think of Arvon for the 4. Like, there's also queen f8, and the queen's going to come in behind. Here you have rook d4. f4? I think you go f4 here, right? Okay. f4? 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 Yeah, now he does it. I think this... It's so hard. I think this is winning. Somehow you have a way to lever this. I just don't know what the exact technique is. But there's some way to lever this. Probably king e3. Yeah, queen c5 and a6. Queen c5 and a6. Yeah, queen c5 and a6 is probably winning. Whoa, c5. What is c5? Maybe queen b6? Yeah, now queen c6 and white wins, right? Yeah, queen c6 and white's winning. You have to go queen c6. Only move. Queen b5, a4, queen b4. Yeah, and there's got to be some way to queen b4 and queen c4, I think. Or queen a5, queen c. There's got to be a way to win here. Yeah, c6 and queen c3. You get the check and you collect. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is winning for white now, I think. This has to be winning. Just king d4, king e5. Okay, queen d6 maybe. c7, of course. Is this actually winning? Wait. I guess, yeah, white can run the king in, by the way. King d3 here. King d4, king e5. This should be winning. King e5. Yeah, this is winning. This is winning. King d6, king e7. And then you get check and you get a potential, you get the lobster pincer. Check, check, and mate. It's a lobster pincer. Check and king f6 and mate. It's a lobster pincer. Very nice. Very, very nice win by Maxime. 2-2. We have a match. We have a match. I feel like Magnus's mistake is he's been too slow. Magnus has been too slow, I feel like. He's just been too slow at the end of the games. Like he was winning the first 3 games, but he's been too slow, and I think that's actually catching up with him. Which, by the way, is why I think that Jan has such good results against Magnus. Is that Jan always plays really fast on the clock, and I think when Magnus gets really low on the clock, bad things do happen from time to time. Yeah, maybe knight c4, knight e3 here. A balanced position. Not very exciting for either side here. But yeah, Nepo is super fast. But yeah, this is very, very impressive turnaround. I mean, that flag by Magnus really has made this a match again, and already there are only 42 minutes left. So if Maxime keeps the match really, really close as we head into the blitz and the bullet, his chances improve as the match gets deeper. I mean, basically, the deeper it gets, the better chances Maxime has. So if Maxime keeps this really, really close, as we get towards the bullet, his odds improve significantly. That's what's really important. No, Magnus is very good at bullet. I'm just saying they're more, the odds dictate that they're going to be more blunders in bullet. So Magnus is more likely to blunder in bullet as well. So that's why for MVL I'm saying that he has better chance. I'm not saying MVL is going to win in bullet or anything like that. Just as it gets closer to that, the percentages of blunders and the discrepancy or the balance between the players and the way they play, it gets lower and lower. F3 is maybe, what about F3, knight F3, G4? That looks very interesting. I wonder about F3 here if it's a move, or just whoa, what is this? Oh, does he want to go takes an F3? Oh wow, this is very creative. I think he wants HG4 and F3. He's doing the other order of what I was saying. He's doing the other order. I thought F3, knight F3, G4 is better. Instead, he does the other order. Yeah, I do love what Maxime is doing, because even if this is, computer says GF3 and boo hoo hoo, I'm just winning, but this is very in the spirit. Like, if you can get the bishop to F4 maybe, but that's too slow. There's probably, no, but now there's rook H1 maybe. It's a little too slow, I guess. Okay, but now knight G4, rook H1? Wait, what? No, this is a bad game by Maxime. I do wonder, was the other order okay? I think he should have gone F3 right away, because the point was if he did the other order, you couldn't take because you lose the pawn. So you have to capture, and then you get G4, and white doesn't end up 2 pawns. I think F3, if you want to do this, F3 was the correct execution of the plan. Thank you, T-Pack, for the 3 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, T-Pack. Yeah, there's just losing now. You just lose. Yeah. Now, also, you guys, I'm going to give you another thing I'm going to say that's important here. So, a lot of people on Twitter were mad at me for stalling out at periods during my match against Wesley. One thing that I think is very important for Magnus here, or not Magnus, sorry, MVL, is to try and draw this game out as long as he can to reduce the number of games that are played in the 5+1. So I think, like, if I'm MVL here, I would try to keep this game going as long as I humanly could. I think it's really, really important to do that, because if you don't do that, I think the more games that Magnus gets here, the more likely it is that he can run away with it. So I think it's important for Maxime to make this game go as long as he can. Okay, I think G5 and Queen H5 is winning, but anyway, this is also good. Rook H1. Well, then there's Rook F8 maybe. It's maybe not so simple, but I think white should be winning here. You'll also notice, look at the way that that Magnus has played this game. He has 3 minutes on the clock. He's played very, very quickly. So let's see. Where did Wesley go during the 1+1 games? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Rook F2? I guess this wins because you Rook G8 at the end. Yeah, this is just winning for white. Yeah, no, I think Wesley, something happened during that. I think so. I don't know what happened, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know what happened in that game exactly. When you're playing, yeah, when I played Wesley, I did not use drawing arrows. I will say, however, when I did play Wesley, I was thinking about it. There were a couple times during that a couple games against Wesley, I was thinking, like, I almost wanted to, like, do it like I was streaming, where I wanted to just start talking like it was a stream. So yeah, I did consider it. Whoa, thank you, Nick Kanger, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Nick Kanger. Thank you, Just Mungus D, for the Prime. Prasad Hari for the tier 1. Thank you, TPAC33 for the 3. Frozen Fire for the 2. Infinite Cursive for the 2. Farmer Kit for the 4. Arvon for the 4 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You technically can draw arrows on the board because, oh, whoa, thank you to 9 William for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much to 9 William. Appreciate it. Thank you to Kirby for the Prime and Silver Linings for the Prime. Maybe Bishop E6 and Bishop F5 is a good move here. Although if black gets a blockade on the dark squares here, it's not so easy to play. It's difficult to play here for white. Yeah, he does. But now Rook H8. Actually, how winning is this now? Because if black gets a blockade on the dark squares, there are drawing chances with bishops opposite color. They need a Jenka and Bra for the 5 gifts. Yeah, they're not like that, because for whatever reason, chess, it's like, oh, you have to be so proper. It's not about winning. Like, can you imagine if the Dallas Cowgirls decided to not run out the clock in a game? They're like, you know what, we got to go. We got to throw the ball every down. I'm pretty sure their fans would be very upset. But at chess, for whatever reason, no, like, it's not acceptable to do what you have to do to win. Like, oh, no, it's more about, it's about the game, being precise, being elite, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's all that matters. What is going on? This is going to be a draw. I don't believe this, by the way. This game's going to be a draw. This game is headed for a draw, you guys. I don't believe this. This game is headed for a draw. I don't believe this. This is going to be a draw. I don't believe this. How did this happen? How did Magnus go? What did he do? Why did he take? I thought even Rook H3. Just keep, I mean, Rook H3 or trade Rook H3? Wow. I mean, this is going to be a draw. He's got to go ace. This is a draw. Bishop D2. Wow. I mean, even, you don't want to take, I think Bishop D2 looks right. Do you have B5 here? B5 looks, yeah, B5 and Bishop D2, and it's got to be a draw. Yeah, this is unreal. Just Bishop D2 takes, and it's a draw. Just checking king c5, king f4. There's no way this is winning. Or bishop c3 maybe. I mean, I don't think it really matters, but this is definitely a draw. This is unbelievable. I'm actually shocked by this. It's a draw. Because now king f3 and your pawn can't go down the board. Just king f3. King f3, king f4, bishop b6, c5. Easy draw here. Here, and you put the bishop where it's planted by two juicers. Amazing. No, but MVL also, if MVL's smart here, he should... What was that? Oh. Wow. See, and also when the draw was offered, Maxime probably should have run time off the clock there as well. He should have kept thinking for like he should have taken a minute before accepting the draw. Wesley and I would do that 100%. Yes, Wesley and I both would have just taken a minute there, and we would just gone, petted our cat, or gone and gotten some tea, and we would have totally run off a minute off the clock there. I mean, maybe MVL thinks he has better chance than 5+1. I don't know. But I would assume MVL has to have better chance in bullet objectively. But maybe not. Maybe if MVL perceives it as his best chance are in 5+1 and 3+1, then MVL should actually play it the other way. I'm a dirty player. Well, thank you. It's about winning, you guys. That's what it's about. If you don't play to win, then don't play at all. Plain and simple. So, plain and simple. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, though, if MVL actually perceives his best chance in 5+1 and 3+1, then MVL should be doing it the other way. Thank you to Boba Stevie for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you to Slanderous Mambo for the 300 bits. So if MVL thinks his best chance are in 5+1 and 3+1, then MVL should try to actually just finish games quickly and get more and more games in the 5+1 and 3+1. He should be playing it the other way. Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, I think like winning without honor is not winning. Well, they're rules, you guys. Rules are rules. Thank you to IZ Grime for the 400 bits. Thank you to Jelly12 Aptor for the 2 months. Thank you to J Rose for the Prime. Okay, 95. Again, Magnus is a very stable position here. I think his position is pretty good. It's about equal, though, and somehow the match is tied. Don't ask me how, but it is tied. I mean, Magnus is always the favorite, but I feel like he had a chance to end this match really early, and when he flagged in the third game, that really turned it from being what I would have said if he's up 3-0, it's very likely MVL goes on tilt and loses. And now MVL wins that fourth game, a nice game that he played. Somehow Magnus doesn't win this fifth game, so it's very, very tight, very, very tight match. It's 2.5 each, and they're almost at the end of the 5+1. So I think Maxime is doing incredibly well, considering that the match could already have been over. My screen is blurry. My screen most definitely is not blurry. I like b4. So idea here is to plop the horse on c5, and then you can capture probably with the b pawn and use this open line to attack the black king on b8. I really like what Maxime is doing here. You guys, this is not over. Not over at all. No, this is not over. 95 is a great move also. Now you put pressure on the pawn, and then if you can take, you fork the rooks. The bishop is in some trouble. Yeah, I don't know. So far, I'm not sure. How can you fault me for playing smart, strategic? Exactly. That's kind of the point. Like you play to win. If you're not, you use everything you can to try and win. That's how you do. That's what you do. It's a competition. But yeah, it's amazing to me that people act like, it's not about winning, you have to have class or something. Like, it's chess, you guys. It's chess. Chess is no different than any sport or any game. Like, stop acting like it's some kind of special. There's some special voodoo around it. Like, I mean, please. That's actually what annoys me about chess, is that very often you get that sense that people are like that. It's like there's some magic voodoo around chess, like all the things that don't apply to esports or to normal sports. Like, none of it applies. Like, chess is just a sacred game. Like, all these things don't apply. Like, it's hilarious to me that people actually think like that. You know, if you thought like that in the 1500s, it's one thing. Thinking like that in 2020, I mean, give me a break. Okay, I feel like white's doing well here. The two horses are really well placed. They're supported by some nice pawns. I mean, there's a diamond. You can't. You'd love to go here, but then black takes and takes. Kind of like baseball too, and its unwritten rules. I mean, in a sense, yes. In a sense, I would agree with that. Yeah, they're big boy diamonds here. Yeah, this is a nice diamond, and you have the bishop in the middle. Think of Scary Plotter for the 5, think of Nang Part for the prime, LQ for the tier 1, and At Beer with the prime, and Adam for the 4 months. Thanks to Slick Pranis for the 500 bits, and Chili Mo with 300 bits. Yes, and I said that about standard blitz game. I was not talking in competitive games. In competitive games, of course, you do that. Even I'm very slow in competitive games. I'm talking about just pure straight up blitz, just when you just play blitz randomly. Competitions are much different. Thank you to something withable for the prime. Thank you so much. Okay, there's bishop a6, I guess, is a big threat here. Thank you, Slovenian, for the 300 bits. Oh, bishop a6, no? Or wait, no, there's knight d7 maybe. Then knight b7, knight e5 takes, and knight a5. I don't know. Bishop a6 looks so attractive, but maybe it's not good. If takes, you would fork the king and the queen. But there maybe is knight d7, so I don't know. Thank you, Demolition Dan, for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Will there be a third place match with So versus whoever loses today? No, there isn't. There's only a match for the finals. How do I feel? I mean, I feel as good as I can, really. I mean, again, I would say the one thing with Magnus, and it's worth noting, is I think like all other players, when he ends up playing too much, the way I feel most of us have played lately, I feel like the quality starts to dip. And I feel like in Magnus's case, especially when the quality starts to dip, you begin to view Magnus as more of a human player in the way that you normally. Thank you to Templates for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much to Raquette for the prime, and Tindas with the prime. Thank you so much. But when you play him and you start seeing some of these blunders, you start to think like he's not so special. Like, he's very good, obviously, he's still the best player, but you see these blunders and you begin to think he's actually human, like he makes mistakes. And so I think that's the thing, is as all of us play Magnus more and more, and we're playing all these events, I think we all start to gain more confidence when we play against him. Of course, you have to go rook e2, but then black can go rook e8 or f6. It's still better for white, but it's going to be hard to win. Thank you to Zhangji for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you to Aisia for the 300 bits. I mean, I'm very impressed with Maxim. He's playing very controlled. Ever since he got that third game where he won on time, his play has been very controlled and very measured. And I'm very impressed. Now, if you take, you lose because white will sack the queen for the two towers. Thank you to Burning Field for the prime. In many ways, this is my preparation for tomorrow. I mean, I'll obviously look at some stuff. I'll obviously look at some stuff. White is winning here, by the way. Computer says white's winning. I think white is winning. E6 is coming. Wow. But I feel like Maxime has played very measured. His chess has been very measured and very smooth. Ever since he got that third game where he won on time, his play he's been a much different player than he was at the very start of the match. And he seems very, I mean, he seems very the moves seem very crisp. They seem very crisp now. Okay, h5, e6. Okay, again, very, very good stuff here. Yeah, you just take and you go queen f6 or g5. I don't know which one. Both ones look good, and I mean, I'm amazed, but I think MVL is going to win this game. Taking a corrupted sage for the prime. MVL is like bringing his game today. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this is the best that I've seen Maxime play in a long time. Ever since the lockdown and since people have been staying at home, this is 100% the best that I've seen Maxime play. He's playing very, very well, and this is also very good for his chance in the candidates tournament too. Like, he's playing very, very well. How ironic would it be if MVL wins this, and because everyone was saying I'm going to play Magnus in the final? That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? I think Maxime heard you in your post-game match where you said you were playing Magnus in the final. Yeah. I don't know. It's not over, obviously, but this is bad. This is legitimately bad. Queen d4 maybe with rook e8 and a potential ice skaters lurking here. Wow, he finds it. Queen c4, just hold the juicer, and then at some point you're going to run these bad boys down the board. Or d5, although there's c4 here. I mean, queen d4 back maybe? Because black can't trade because you just lose the pawn race. That's the problem. Wow. He does. I mean, this must be winning, right? 2 pawns? I mean, it's got to be winning. If this isn't winning with 2 connected juicers, I mean, I'd be shocked. Mind you, he doesn't have to trade, but I mean, I would trade just because it's hard to believe this isn't just winning, practically speaking, at least. I mean, I guess he's going to go queen f4 and try to check him. Whoa, queen d8, queen d8, queen d8. Rook e6 and queen d7. Queen d. Oh! 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 Wow. Okay. Now it's 3-2. I do have to use the restroom though, you guys. I got to run to the restroom, so I'll be right back. Thank you to Dat Bootlicker for the prime. Thank you to Pop Tart Killer for the tier 1 and Junk Puppy for the prime. Thank you so much to Zomus Crack for the 2 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're back. Sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry about that, you guys. We're back. What's going on? Maxime is black. Was this was some kind of e4? Ah, it was queen d4. Okay. I like Maxim's position, by the way. I think he's doing well. Bishop d6 is good. Queen looks a little bit awkward here. Thank you to 4th Street for the 8 months. Thank you to DMJ for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's not really ugly per se, but I mean, it feels like black should be doing well here. Just when you look at, I don't like that move because now after takes, you take and white gets bishop d4. Yeah, now white gets bishop d4 and you have an isolated pawn. I thought bishop d6 and knight e5 looked good. Thank you for the 7 months for cash. Appreciate it. Thank you. Because now, yeah, but now Magnus is better, clearly better, and this is a Magnus dream. He gets an ISO pawn to play against. Yeah, this is a dream. Am I living in a TSM house in CA? No, I'm at the facility. They have their 50 million facility that they have here in LA. And so I'm streaming from it. But no, they don't have a house. Thank you telling it, Shark, for the 11 months. You're thinking of like the old days with like Daquan, Hams, and Myth. But that was a different time period. Thank you to Mcroft for the 9 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I should play Guess the Move. Good one. Yeah. Yeah, Maxime has played well ever since the first game, yeah. Maybe like rook c8 or rook d8, but I don't like this opening from Maxime. Thank you, Prad. Sorry for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. That being said, this game is going to take a lot of time off the clock, so there's really no guarantee in terms of who's going to be ahead, actually. Can I turn the camera to the side to reveal the hallway that I'm looking in? No, but what I will do, you guys, I will add what I will do, however, is I'll very briefly show this picture that I have. Let me find it. I'll show you guys a picture. Let me just let me see. I have a picture somewhere but I don't see it right off. Whatever. I have a picture of my office. I'll show you guys later. Does it feel good not playing? I mean, I like watching. I like watching. What just happened? We had some moves, sorry. 94 takes here, even material. Maybe white can go like bishop c3 or e3. I'm not sure which one. Looks like I'm sweating. I'm definitely not sweating, but thank you. Whoa, rook d3, bishop d3. Oh my gosh, there's a crazy tactic here, you guys. There's an insane tactic. There's an insane tactic. Takes him bishop b3. There's no way in a million years that black sees this. Okay, so bishop c3 and white's up a pawn, and Magnus is gonna win now. Maybe f3 here. I think this is winning. This is winning, but Maxime should definitely burn as much clock as he can here for sure. Why is Magnus thinking here? Why isn't he just playing f3 and king f2? Very strange. Thank you to Chimichanga for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Current score is 3.5, 2.5. You see the score here on the left. Maxime is 3.5 points, and Magnus is 2.5. The number is right below the bar. Can you make the score bigger? The score I can't do because that's just part of the interface. But it's 3.5, 2.5 for MVL right now. That's the score. Very low number of games, by the way. They've played, what, 7 games maybe? They've played very few games here. And also, thank you to Jonker Guy for the Prime. Thank you. And I think like 8 games is very low. It might be 9 games. Magnus will win this, by the way. I'm pretty confident. But it's going to take a lot of time off the clock. What is 6? What is 6? Was there a 6-game match? Oh no, sorry, they played 6. This will be game number 7. Sorry, my bad. Thank you to Seago for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's a very low number though. They might get 9 games max, I think, but it's most likely they're going to be 8 games. So it's going to be very, very tight. If you think about it, like we're looking at like 8 games total is what we're looking at. We're looking at 8 games total, which is very low, very, very low. And there are only 14 minutes left in this portion. So, thank you Night Court for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you Night Court. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. With Wesley, we had did we have 8 games or 9 games? It was very low also, but I think it was like I think we had 9 if I'm not mistaken. It was also very well. 8-0 was against Fedoseev. That's true. Okay, so it still goes on. I mean, it depends how long this game takes. We'll see. Magnus can burn his time here though because we're early. This is only 5+1, so 3+1. There's still a lot of time. So and it's an end game, so Magnus should be burning his time here. It makes sense. I think G5 and H5 H6 is winning though here. I mean, F6 felt like the only way to try to short-term stop it. I think G5 because takes H5 H6 should be winning for white. Yeah, you take and you go H5 H6 H7. You got to bring the king up first to guard it, but it has to be winning. Bishop D5, and it's almost like a wooden shield. He doesn't see it, which is showing you just how sort of out of it Magnus is, because now on Bishop D5, King F8, the bishop holds the pawn. What? Oh, what is this? Now there's going to be some H5? Maybe you can go here and here and here, try to come behind, or this way. This is still tricky. It's still tricky. This is obviously winning for white, but there still are tricks here. And Magnus is 18 seconds. What is he doing? He's got to go. He's just got to go. Bishop D2. Whoa, what's going on? Bishop D1? Bishop E1? Oh my gosh, what is Magnus doing? I'm not even sure this is winning anymore, honestly. White's Maxime thinking Bishop E1's the only move. White gets H6 or G6, you just lose. No, but this is a draw. King G7 and F6. Or is this a draw? Bishop C2, F6, G6. It's a draw. F6. It's oh my gosh. Wow. This is just a draw. Thank you, Joby Kenobi, for the Prime. What is going on? I'm so confused. I am just so confused. Just King D8, King C8. Like, it's just a draw. King C8. Wow, this is stunning. This is really weird to see. This is very, very bizarre. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Thank you to Snuggie. Thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Wow, this is crazy. I just mean, it's just weird to see. Like, I mean, Magnus wins that like 90% plus. Like, he wins that like 90% of the time at least. Thank you to Eli Ram. Thank you for the 8 months. It's just so bizarre to look at. Like, I don't understand. I mean, but the thing is, he came out so sharp. That's what it was. He came out really, really sharp, and then the third game, I mean, maybe he got tilted by that. I don't know, but yeah, thank you, Tempest, for the 300 bits. Appreciate it. But I'm really surprised. Thank you to Adro for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. So anyway, we keep going. No, I mean, MVL is very strong, but I mean, I'm like, in all seriousness, MVL is playing very, very well. MVL is playing well. This is the best chess I've seen Maxime play during the entire pandemic in the last 9 months. This is by far and away the best that I've seen him play. Like, for example, I thought that Maxime should have probably lost to Levon in their match, but I just feel like in this match, it feels like, yeah, it just seems like he's playing good chess. Have I done any prep for MVL? No, I haven't. Actually, my prep was for a Magnus that I've done. The prep that I've done is for Magnus. Oh, right, we're inside 10, so I need to crop the timer. This is correct. Okay. Okay, so black is probably a little bit better. Okay, white Maxime immediately prevents him. So knight d4, rook d8. Maybe queen f3 or queen e2. Of course, you have to take with the bishop, I assume. I guess you can take with the pawn too. I don't know. Moon rising. Maybe queen f3. Queen f3 looks good. Because if you take, you lose the juicer on e8. Oh, and right on cue I said juicer. Yeah, exactly. MVL is made to the SCC semifinal every year, but it's never made to the final. I mean, I feel like Maxime and Wesley, they've had the same issue. They both have either run into either myself or into Magnus, and that's the only reason neither of them have won this event before. Score is 4-3. MVL is ahead by 1 game right now. Is there anything special if you can get over 10k subs again? I don't have anything set right now, but yeah, we are getting awfully close, aren't we? 98.25. Geez, we're getting really close to 10k again. Thank you so much to everybody for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to Edzian for the prime. Thank you so much, Edzian. Appreciate it. Okay, so black is clearly better here, but it's going to be hard to win this because the structure is not ideal. There's bishop c4 here, hitting the pawn at f7. Although if you take rook e7, apparently computer says this is winning for black. Why is this so good? Takes. Bishop e6 and rook a1 maybe? I don't really understand. For some reason, it's supposed to be just winning for black. What happened to trampoline? I have been unable to do that. The pandemic never ended. But yeah, I have not forgotten about that. Okay, it does play that. So why is this supposed to be winning? So takes. I assume bishop e6 is the move. Yeah, so of course you take the pawn. I mean, only try. Why is this losing? Bishop e6 or something is winning? Huh, okay. Why don't I use arrows? I mean, I can. I can say this and this and that and that. Thank you to Target TM for the prime. Raycan with the prime. Hammer Long God for the prime. Repa GG with the 4 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. No, TSF facility does not have a trampoline. So no. But I think, yeah, once this is over, I'll definitely do it. It's been impossible. I mean, I think it was like April, and I mean, the fact that it's not even over is insane. Just insane. I mean, that was like April or something, and it just keeps going on forever. It's never ending situation. iTracker will do it. 50,000 subs on the YouTube channel. More GMHikaru right now. More GMHikaru. How many subs do we have on that YouTube channel? We have We have 35,000. So we need 15,000 more subscribers on the YouTube channel. And then we'll do an eye tracker speed run. Eye tracker would be 90% the ceiling anyway. A good one. Do all members of TSM have their own streaming room? No. But I think they're actually, most of the streamers on TSM are not in California anyway. Queen e6. Whoa, what's going on here? I guess you have to go bishop d5. This is like, Magnus is really like, why did he not actually, rook a1 was winning, wasn't it, with bishop c4? Or was there some isn't rook a1 winning? And if you go bishop d5, there's just queen c1 even. I can't stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I am prohibited by that because of being a partner on Twitch. They don't allow that. And then secondly, I think I also, with my agreement with TSM, Twitch is a partner, so I'm not allowed to. Like Destiny can stream on both because he's not a partner, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Destiny's not a partner, so you can stream on Twitch and YouTube. Am I Belgian? Yes, I am, you guys. Very Belgian. Anyway, let's see. Magnus is tanking again. Wow, this is 5+1. I mean, I think there's a very high likelihood this is the last game of the portion. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. This is very weird. This whole hour and a half somehow has been very, very bizarre. It's not definitely the last game because there's 3:28 left, but I assume it will be. I mean, I think Maxime here, you can toggle and look at the timer so you know how much time is left. I think Maxime should definitely make sure this is the last game, though. Probably, because I would assume that based on the way the match has gone so far, that Maxime is he's been faster. Like Magnus has had problems when he's gotten low on time, so you'd think Maxime's best chances might even lie in the 3+1, not in the 1+1. But why did he use a minute and a half to play bishop d5? I don't understand this. What he used 2 minutes to play bishop d5. I literally don't understand this. Now you just go queen c1, rook a2, rook e2, and you just draw the game and you move on. I don't draw errors when I'm playing serious tournaments, no. End stream and start MVL prep, you guys. You're writing off Magnus way too early. He is the champion. He has the champion spirit. Like, it's not over. We're very early in the match still. Okay, queen d7. Okay, 4. Okay, apparently now the bar says black is winning. Why is black winning? Oh, because you well, I guess you can't take, and if you have bad pawn on b2. Maybe you can play rook e1 because you can't take. I don't like this. I don't know why MVL did this. I thought just queen c1 and just rook e2 just be solid and make the draw. I don't know. Computer obviously says it's bad, but it looks too sketch. The whole time usage has been very strange, though. What is h4? Queen h4. Queen takes h4, which is winning because queen d5, you take the rook. What? I must be. Don't you just take? Because when I take, you lose. What? What? What is this? I'm so confused. Okay. I mean, this is just very, very weird. I don't even know what to make of this. Queen h3. There's rook h4 and rook h5. Okay, goes g5. Maybe you go rook e8 here. Okay, queen e3 I don't love. Okay. Yeah, now, okay, so now it's going to be a draw, I think. Okay, queen d3. Okay, this is going to be a draw now, I think. Unless something really bizarre happens. This should be a draw. Yeah, because black's going to have to trade, and then you go rook b2. You trade the two juicers, and it's just a forced draw. There's g4. G4? G4? G4 was boxing the rook in there, I think. G4 again? G4 again? G4? Okay, goes G3. I guess you just take and go. Yeah, you're just taking, you take B6. Okay, this is... Wait, but now black's better again. Yeah, okay, Maxime messed this up. Now he's going to lose, I think. It's still a draw with correct play, but very hard to play precisely. It has bishop F3. Bishop F3? Uh-huh. This is actually... I guess it's still going to be a draw. Rook G8. Now you just keep checking around the back. Just check. Just check. Okay, this is also good enough. But neither side has time here. Just wait. King H2. This is obviously a draw, like I said. King G1. It's a draw with correct play. Draw with correct play here. Yeah, so the clock is out, by the way. Clock is over. Just keep checking. Check again. Bishop F3 is a nice move by Maxime. Just check. I mean, okay, that works too. King F2 maybe? Yeah, now you just move the bishop and it's a draw again. Wow. Just move the bishop and just it's an easy draw. Move the bishop. Okay, here. Okay, draw. Yeah, here. Wow. So Maxime actually ends up ahead. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Very, very strange play from Magnus. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. So yeah, so anyway, 2-0 start, he ends up losing 4.5, 3.5. So this is the 5+1. So now they're into the 3+1 portion. I'm gonna leave the whole portion structure up anyway, just so you guys can see it, but I'll make it a little bit bigger. But yeah. So yeah, so 5+1, Maxime wins 4.5, 3.5. So very, very interesting start. It's going to be very tense now as we head into the 3+1. Thank you to Saint Bogdan for the prime, Geotax for the prime, Shanaman with the prime, Red G with the prime, and Psyche Mines for the 6 months. Thank you so much. Go MVL, always love an upset. Thank you so much. Bigger clock. I think the clock is, unless you want me to move the clock. I mean, I can move the clock over here, I guess. I can make it a little bit bigger. I'll just actually, you know what I do? I don't dislike it being on top here. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna take a break then. I'm just gonna take a break because they're on like a 7-minute break before the next game. So I will be right back, you guys. All right, you guys, let's keep going. Thank you to Dimsy for the prime. Thank you so much, Lucas GJ for the 5, and Banjo Mano for the 5 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, thick. Yeah, I'm wearing a nice thick hoodie. Of course, big shout out to On Juno. Obviously, they are a sponsor of the stream. So big shout out to On Juno. So yeah, who eliminated Jan? Who eliminated Jan? Jan lost to I think Levon Aronian. Thank you to Quiet Shadow for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anyway, big shout out to 23,000 of you guys who are watching. Big shout out. Thank you so much once again. Yeah. No, I mean hoodies have never looked good on me, but they actually are they keep me pretty warm. No, Nico the Pro. We're covering this match between Magnus Carlsen and Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. So yeah, it's cozy. No, it's not a TSM hoodie. Not today. No, I don't have a TSM hoodie actually. I mean, I think it's very likely Magnus will bounce back, but it's definitely a very, very bad start for Magnus. Who eliminated Hikaru? I play tomorrow in the finals, either against Maxime Vachier-Lagrave or Magnus Carlsen. So yeah. Let's see. So I think it's going to be about 3 minutes till they start the next game. So just looking at it from a very broad look, it's 4.5, 3.5. I mean, I think for Magnus, it's pretty terrible. I mean, I guess he should be happy. He's only down 1 point, but definitely very, very shocking to see considering the start. So I mean, we'll see. Why do I have 2 rest days in MVL? Maxime have 0. Was it scheduled that way? Kind of confused. I think, I mean, mainly it was just what days worked for myself or for Wesley to play on. That's all. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, free. You guys are free. What's the score for? It's 4.5, 3.5 in favor of Maxime right now. Next game should be starting, I guess, in about I'm gonna guess in about a minute or two. Prediction, next portion will be 3 minutes with a 1 second increment. So for every move you make, you gain 1 second per move. How long am I going to be in LA for? I'm definitely going to be in LA for the next year at least. I really like it out here. Of course, it's good being closer to the center of esports and everything that's going on. So I'm going to be in LA at least for the next year. What's the point to gain 1 second if someone does not lose a game on time? I haven't gone hiking in LA in a long time. Taxes are high AF. Go to Texas. You guys, taxes are taxes. But I'm gonna be very blunt. I don't come from like a super rich background. Like in my early days, we're out here in California. Actually, single mother with two young kids, working as a school teacher. So like when people talk about tax and they're like, oh, high taxes, escape the taxes. Taxes pay for certain things, you guys. So. If everybody tried to escape tax and not pay taxes, you wouldn't be able to fund so many basic public needs, whether it's transportation, whether it's fire departments, police departments. So when people act like that, I think you're just being greedy, frankly. Like, there's a cost for everything in this world, but it's just like, it's ridiculous that people are like, oh, you pay so much in taxes. Like, I mean, please. I'm not trying to be like Azan, frankly. I'm not. But it's just like, when people act like that, I mean, it's just like, come on, please. Also, I would also make the argument, you guys, as far as taxes go, frankly, you can donate to charities, too, in case you aren't aware. You can donate to charities and reduce your tax bill, just to be clear. Thank you to I Am Rosen for the raid with 845. Thank you so much to Eric Rosen for the raid. Thank you to Eric. We are covering the match between Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and Hassan. what was I about to say? We're covering the match between Max. We're covering the we're covering the match between Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and Magnus Carlsen. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't even know what I was thinking there. Sorry. All right. Thank you to SRC for the Prime. Thank you to Chronomance for the Prime. Pale Emo for the Prime. Thank you to Jetico for the Tier 1. We're covering the match between Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and Magnus Carlsen. Okay. All right. Jeez. Yeah. Anyway, MVL versus Hazan, yeah. So yeah, currently it's 4.5, 3.5. Maxime is leading. We're just waiting for them to start the 3-minute plus the 1-second increment portion of the match. It's very tight. Maxime is currently leading, so it's going to be exciting to see what happens in the next hour. I'm a professor of math and physics, and I pay more than many companies. Oh, I'm well aware of that, Revid, man. I'm very, very well of that. I know. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Okay, Magnus gets white this game. He plays h4, plays 3h4, very bold line, trying to prevent the Grunfeld. Now, Maxime can play c5 and play this Ben Oniwan Kenobi opening, or he can just play like a King's Indian. We'll see what he chooses to do. He plays d6, okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't start the clock, yeah. All right. It's off by like 12 seconds. It shouldn't really matter that much, though. Let me adjust the timer. Wait, why did it do that? Okay. Same format tomorrow, yes. So in the finals of the Speed Chess Championship, I will be playing against the winner of this match, either Maxime Vachier-Lagrave or Magnus Carlsen. Can I show the score? The score is next to their names. At the top, you see Maxime Vachier-Lagrave up here. You see 4.5. And then for Magnus, you see 3.5. So the scores are right above and below the eval bar. The reason Maxime is thinking is probably trying to figure out, do I play what I prepped for the candidates, or do I play something different here? Final will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. Once again, thank you to Eric Rosen. Big shout out to Eric Rosen. Put the scores next to time control. I mean, theoretically, I could if you really want me to. Fine, I'll do it. Let me adjust it then. I'll adjust it. Okay, let me adjust this. Okay. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay. I think that's good. There we go. Let me adjust the clock now. Okay, there we go. All right, there you go. All right. Okay, what happened? Wait, was G5 a mouse slip, or wait, what just happened? Was that a mouse slip? Or did he intend to play G5? I'm confused. Maybe he intended to do it. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what happens. Isn't there Bishop C5 and Knight E5? What is this? Isn't white just up a juicer? What is this? Thank you, Tempest, for the 2 gifted. What is this? Wait, now there's Bishop G3 though. Now there's going to be some counterplay. It's going to get a little bit messy here. There's going to be some counterplay for Maxime. Like black, I guess, castles and plays rook e8. I don't know which way. You castle the king one way. I don't know which way. Yeah, he goes short. That actually makes some sense too, because now you can move the knight and play f5. I don't like this position, by the way. This feels very this feels like a game I would play against Naroditsky, as someone just pointed out. This totally feels like it. This is some game where, like, I'm white, I'm up upon him, like Daniel's playing this garbage, he's much worse, and like, but it, practically speaking, it's very hard for white to untangle with the king and the lack of coordination, the weakness on h5. I actually don't like this at all. I think this is very dangerous. Even though the computer says white is better, black's getting f5, knight d6. Very obvious moves for black. Magnus is lacking obvious moves here. This is very double-edged and sharp. Very sharp. This is dangerous for Maxime, or Magnus, more than Maxime, because black's ideas are obvious and straightforward. For Magnus, he has to find moves. Like king b1, king a2, I guess you have time for, but I don't know. It's just the flow of the game is too easy for black to play here. Like f5 is still, I don't know why b6 is bad. It's apparently a really bad move. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, so obviously knight d6 and f5. He wanted to protect the juicer so white can't capture, and now he's going to play f5 and put max pressure on white's central points here. Like f5's begging to be played. You got to do it. Like rook a8. I mean, the free flow here for black is very easy. This also is not a position for, but what does rook a3 actually accomplish is the question. I mean, maybe long term you can swing the rook, but it's hard to believe. I mean, I don't know. I don't like this at all. I think black is completely fine with correct play. But we'll see. Okay, takes. What, knight of 5, knight e3, knight d4, still very, very sharp. Thank you to Toto, the African Conte, for the prime. Ulfar with the prime. WW Carpio with the 2 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. What, knight h4, knight d4, queen g7, also logical. g4 is an idea now to rip open the f file, and then you have 2 open lines. I don't like this at all. Even though the computer says white is much better, I don't like this. I really don't like this. Maxime listening to the moves in his earpiece. Yeah, good one. Also, Maxime is up on the clock now, which plays an important role too. He wants to go f4. Okay, knight d4. I don't love this move because white can just stabilize, or we got to be careful, I guess. g4 is still a threat. Yeah, and now white can kind of wait around and sort of slowly outplay black. I would much rather be white here now because I think white's moves are going to flow. White has one idea. Play knight g3 and just put something on f5. Okay, he doesn't do bishop g4. Bishop g4 and bishop b2. Uh-oh. If Maxime sees bishop takes g4, he doesn't. Okay. But now knight g3. Knight g3? Yeah, he finally sees it. Yeah, Magnus seems to be really off right now. I don't know. It feels like there's got to be bishop g6 or something here. It just, is there another tactic with takes and bishop b2? Whoa. It's gonna be a draw, I guess. It's just gonna be a draw. Wait, or is it rook f2? Wait, is this a draw? Wait a second. The black king comes in, but I guess white can put the... Okay. Oh, this is getting tricky now. Rook b6, king... This should be a draw, but I don't know who this favors. Probably it's just a draw. Black should just wait. Apparently rook f5 was winning there, by the way. Rook f5 and g4 is apparently winning. Does rook f5 work now? Rook f5 now? What's it? Yeah, now I think you have to check and go. Yeah, now it's going to be a draw. Wow. A very tight game. Very, very tight. Both players could have won there. Time zone difference doesn't matter because Maxime is playing in France, so both players are playing at the same time. Yeah. Okay, so Maxime plays knight f5. It's some kind of bunky bunk, but I'm sure Maxime has prepped us for the match. Yeah, it's the same time in Norway as it is in in France, isn't it? Or is it? It's got to be the same time. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, anyone who's like, oh, well, Magnus is tired, but I mean, Maxime's playing at the same time. Thank you to Renex Sans for the Prime and SMK Boy for the 3 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Big shout out to the 20K you guys who are watching. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening. We're almost at the end of another week. Okay, why did he think so long? Is this not known? Very strange. Very strange that he took forever to play Queen D1. I mean, Magnus isn't in Norway? Oh, where is Magnus? MVL is older. He's obviously more tired now at 8 p.m. Have a good evening, Hawaiian Shub. Hope you're doing well. Where is, okay, I know you guys are joking. Is Magnus really not in Norway? I mean, maybe he's not, but I could screen capture, but I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that right now. I assume bishop c5 and line up the diagonal. I mean, bishop e7 is well, but then bishop c4 maybe. I don't know. Somehow bishop c5 with holding looks just very logical to me. I mean, it just seems like the correct move. Thank you to Turbo Fisher for the prime. Thank you to French Rando for the 8 and Tree Poker for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Update the no, I'm not going to put the score for the 3+1 until it's over, you guys. I mean, I guess you know what, I could. Why not, actually? Just for posterity's sake. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Thank you 20 Nando for the prime as well. Thank you so much 20 Nando. Okay, so bishop c4 or bishop e2. Okay, goes there. There's a free juicer. If you go to d6, there's rook d1. Maybe it's not so obvious. Okay, whoa. What's going on here? Bishop f6, queen f6 are castles. Castles, there's knight g4 and you're gonna get killed on h2. Very sharp, very, very sharp. If you take, there's bishop d7. I fossilize your queen and I fossilize your bishop. I think white has to just take and castle and hope for the best. So if castles take, there's also a wooden shield with bishop d5, I guess. I don't own any of chess.com. Nope, I don't. Is it best of 3? You just add up the score, you guys. You just add up the total score. Total score. Yeah. By the way, you guys, yes, I'm an investor in Yahoo Chess. So yeah. Okay, so Maxim's using a lot of time here. I think it's actually correct to use a lot of time here. He goes for it. Okay, so bishop f6, bishop f2, king f1. Whoa, this is heading for some sharp line. What, queen e4, bishop d4, rook e1. Very sharp position. I don't know what's going on here. Rook e1, obviously. And then castles, queen f3 and bishop d3. I mean, this is very, very sharp. Very double-edged, though, which is very good for Maxime, I think. Yeah, I like rook e1. What I mean by sharp is, I mean, whoa, king f8. Wow. So he doesn't castle? Very interesting. I mean, castle seemed like the natural move, but I guess you can develop the rook to g8 and g5 or g4. So queen f3. No, what I mean by sharp is it's very tactical. Both players can make mistakes. I doubt that was a misclick. I highly doubt it. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this, but by sharp it means the game can go either way. Either player could win. Do you actually think of Twitch chess terminology in a competitive game? Well, I haven't played really over the board, so I haven't done it recently. Are we hitting 10K today? What are we at? We are at 9836. I mean, we should definitely push for 9900. So yeah, flip the board to winner POV, queen h4, queen h6. I guess queen g5. I mean, the thing is, it's a very weird position. White has an extra juicer, but his juicers are very weak on the queen side. Okay, now black must be better, right? 94, just h6. Okay, he's trying to run with the king. I guess he wants to run the king this way. I mean, white's up a pawn, but I think black's actually better with the two bishops, objectively. It feels like the two obs have a lot of scope. I mean, I guess you have to move knight e4. Okay, he wants c3, so what? Rook b2, knight g5, bishop a2. Black should be better here, right? There's also an h-pawn hanging. Okay, I don't know if I love that move. Black is definitely better, but how much better is black, really, is the question. Bad move by Magnus, allowing this rook g4. Now there are all kinds of fossils on the king here. There's e4, there's e6. MVL is hanging in there. I give a lot of credit to MVL. He's hanging in. He's this game has been under some pressure. He's finding good moves. He finds his rook e4, finds rook g4. Like, he's playing well. He's playing good chess. h4, of course, support the knight, and then rook f1, and white is much better, I think. This is, yeah. This king is, ooh, hg5? This is so close to losing here. G4, maybe G4 and rook h5 looks good. Rook a5, but then bishop c4 and it's a draw. What does rook f4 do? There's got to be a way to win here. Rook d4? Oh man, and Magnus has no time. Just bishop g6. Just bishop g6. Why is he thinking? Just take. What's he thinking about? Oh, he's gonna play? Whoa. What was that? I mean, he's still winning, but this is gonna be very hard to win. Rook g5. Oh, rook g5. Oh, 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 ouch. Oh boy, wow, what a game. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Magnus. Go prep for MVL. Dude, it's not over. This is so not over. Okay, I love the style from Maxime. Even if this is bad, it's sharp, it's aggressive. It's hard to play. White has to be precise. Yeah. Like this is a game that I would have against Daniel again. Daniel would gambit a pawn in the center and be like, what are you doing? You're just down a pawn. This is wrong. Technically speaking, it is wrong because white's better, but it's very hard to play. A lot of counterplay for black. Castles in h6, for example. I mean, Maxime is playing reasonably. He's playing well. Magnus definitely is not playing well, as that last game showed. That last game was really bad. Like rook b8, rook e8. I mean, it's just white is better here, but it's gonna be hard to play. Like there's also rook e8, f3, d5 maybe. Yeah, like f3, d5 looks so thematic. I mean, it's just begging to be played. Okay, d5, you got to play d5 here, right? Oh, there's castles long maybe. Okay, rook d1. Another move that I don't like, by the way, because he's trying to go short here. I don't like it. I don't have all the right answers. But the moves are very thematic. That's the thing. The moves are so thematic here. That's actually what I like. Thematic means just they're natural moves that you can feel like you just see them coming. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you to Scott Ford. Thank you to Cold Bananas for the 2, Rodish for the Prime, and CMY for the tier 1. Thank you so much. That being said, this game is not going great. I think white can just takes, and he's up a pawn. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you to Mert Wish for the Prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you to Tempest again for the 2 gifted subs. Whoa, what is this? Whoa. This is too much. This is just free exchange. What is this? This is too much. Yeah, I mean MVL, this feels very Nepo style actually. It's starting to feel more and more like Nepo. This is a Nepo game where you just gambit in exchange, and you just pretend like who cares? It's just an exchange, no big deal. We just go on. Life goes on. No, this isn't Daniel style. This is very Nepo. This is just like Nepo style. You just play this and you're like, okay, I gave a rook. Big deal. Who cares? No, nothing happened. The show goes on. But that being said, I think this is I mean, this has to be winning for white with correct play. Yeah, Magnus finds knight b5. He's going to see knight d6. And he's going to fork the rook and the bishop, and then he should be winning here. Yeah, this is 100% Nepo style. This is not even Daniel style at this point. I guess rook d8 and you hope, but there's got to be something. Queen b4, bishop a6 though. The 94, the 95. It's still maybe a little bit of danger here. 95. Queen c5 goes to a5, hits the rook. Classic right triangle, by the way, of course. So you have to come up and there should be knight c5. I don't know. Or rook e1. I mean, the problem is rook e1, knight e3. I don't know. It's still a little bit dicey. There still are tricks here. Hikaru's commentary is like an invitation to the best bug tournament. Thank you on Hex Quadrant for the prime. Thank you for that compliment. Probably rook e1 or rook f2. I don't know which one's better. That's probably why Magnus is thinking so long here. But I mean, at this point, like, I mean, Magnus has to win this game. If Magnus doesn't win this game, then I mean, I'm having trouble seeing him win this match, honestly. Because this is the best position he's had in a long time, since like the third game. He goes rook e1. Okay, so of course you have to take. And then rook d7, queen d7, and there's some bishop d4, isn't there? Okay, let's see what happens. So queen a6, bishop d4. I mean, you can also maybe take. Okay, bishop d4, of course. Okay, that is not right. But for which reason? Just king h. Then f5. Maybe knight f2. Maybe actually knight f2 just wins because you can't take anything. Yeah, knight f2 should be pretty clean here. Whoa, okay. Knight g3, knight g3. Oh, whoa. Queen h4. Check. Takes. Rook e2 should hold though. Rook e2 or queen c8, queen c2, or no, probably rook e2 or actually queen c8, queen c2 should be pretty clean. But then there's queen h2 at the end and check. Queen h4, queen h2. Queen h4 actually looks tricky here. This should be winning, right? Queen h1, king e2 takes king d3 though, and you have nothing. So this should be winning, yeah. This is just winning here. This is just winning. Okay, MVL's trying to come up with something, but there's just nothing here. Don't ask us, you're a super GM. Okay, so he takes. I guess he's just going to trade. Okay, king h7 takes. Then queen g6. Queen c. No, then take. Queen f4, queen f1, king c2. Yeah, and you're going to get lobster pincered in the back here. Yeah, okay. Magnus is going to win this game. Even this one was very messy, though. Very, very messy. So it's back to one game, so it's 1.5 all. Yeah, this is very close. I mean, as I said before, I think the longer that Maxime stays in the match, the more tense it's going to be, and the more chances for Maxime to win. Totally, 100%. F, what's F about? Nothing happened, did it? We didn't drop frames. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. Okay, so we're back to e4, e5. So Magnus has stopped bouncing around Sicilian. We're back to e4, e5. Okay, chat, stop being weird. There's no Fs, no drop frames, no nothing. I don't prefer who I'd rather play, but I mean I would like to obviously play Magnus objectively. Okay, well, I'm wondering, can white just trade? If white trades, it's nothing. You have knight g5, knight f5. You have b4, maybe. You have no. There's no c4, so it's probably bishop e3, b4. Probably not knight g5. I think my two candidate moves are this or this. Maybe knight f5 is also a move. I don't know. One of these three moves I would play, or you just quietly play h3, depending, because you're not, when you go knight g3, you're saying that you're not afraid to trade the bishops here. So what's he do? He plays bishop e3, which is one of the three moves I thought made sense. Thank you, Big Boy Maddie, for the 10. Pit Boss for the prime. I am Rev Crew with the prime. Thank you so much. I like White's position. White's going to double stack here and take the open lane, and Black can't really contest it. Thank you to Soberketter for the 500 bits. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you to Tachyon Lance for the 11 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you to Tachyon Lance. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 11-month resub. Okay, Rook A1. So like I said, they're going to trade the rooks. So now White has the open file here. This is a very important file. Thank you to Potato Waffles for the tier 1. Thank you so much. That sounds good. Maybe queen c3, maybe queen a, no, queen a5 hangs the pawn. So how do you prevent this? Because Black wants to contest and take the lane for himself. I think queen c3 is actually very pleasant because you still can, but now rook a8, and I think Black's equalized. Although you still have knight f5 and then bishop f8. Magnus is equalized. Thank you, Tempest, for the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Tempest. Okay, good move. So you trade the pawns, I guess, and queen a2. Feels very equal, though. It feels drawish. Like rook d7, queen, or rook a2, queen a2. Pretty dry, pretty dry. Although knight d7 maybe is a good move, because now Black can try to use the horse and target the backwards pawns. Actually, knight d7 looks like a very good move. I guess knight c5. Okay, takes. Knight c5, obviously. Because now the pawns are weak. You can't push without losing one here. I guess knight c3 is a move. Good one, thanks. Okay, but now queen b3, right? And you get the horses. Oh, that might be drawish. Maybe c6 to cut the square. This should be a draw, but this is a little bit unpleasant for White because of the bad pawns. Should be a draw, but it's unpleasant. I don't know if MVL is favored in 1+1. I honestly have no idea who's favored in 1+1. I mean, I think it's basically a coin flip in 1+1. I love you. Thank you to King Sendo for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you to Turbofish for a gifted sub as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, h4. I don't like h4. This feels too bold. There's going to be some line here coming up. So like now, I guess, I mean, what do you suppose? I mean, your pieces are terrible. Yeah, now bishop a5, and now this is going to be vintage Magnus. The whole position is going to collapse because you're going to get a queen b1, queen d3 at the end. Yeah, no, I mean, Maxime really kind of has thrown it away here out of nowhere. Thank you, Tombstone BA, for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Because you take and you go check and you take the juicer. Yeah, of course. Not hard to spot. 93. Oh, wait, 93 is 92, maybe. What is this? What is this? You just lose e4. No, a very bad game here. Yeah, Magnus is going to win this, so I'll update it. Or wait, actually, okay, there we go. Thank you to Crazy and Will with the Prime and F Society 0 for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, that I feel like this game has just been a bad game by Maxime, honestly. Thank you, Solomon, for the 8 months. Thanks so much. Just G6 and King G7. Very easy. Very smooth. No nonsense. Although G6, maybe there's H5, actually, I just realized. But G6, H5, Queen E2. But now there's C5. E4. Wait, now this is... Oh, wait, now this is getting tricky again. This is getting tricky again. So if white gets the pawn rolling, white's going to make a queen. I'm not sure this is winning easily. This is still probably winning. But the time situation is really tight too. Okay, now Queen C5. Okay, you can't take the pawn because of Queen F5, yeah. No, Queen F5. Oh, come on, Maxime. Wait. Knight F2? Wait, what? Queen C6? Wait, Magnus just blundered it away. Oh my gosh. Queen F3. Oh my gosh, he blundered it all away. What is going on with Magnus today? What is this? Knight. Oh my god, he touched G6 and it moved the queen. He touched G6 and it moved the queen there. He touched G6. He touched the G6 square. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man. No, he touched the square. He touched the square and he had touched the queen before and it went to G6. That's what he did. Wow. He meant to go pawn to G6. That's what he meant to do, was pawn to G6. I did update the score, didn't I, or not? I thought I updated it. Yeah, the score's updated. Yeah. That's unbelievable. Literally unreal. Why is Maxime playing the same line, though? This line is bad, isn't it? H6, Bishop E3, I mean, what's Maxime's idea here? Does he have some special improvement? He goes Knight G4. What is this, though? This just looks ridiculous. Isn't white just up a pawn here after Bishop E2? Or is there some F5 things? I mean, I'm really confused by this line. Thank you to them long plays for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I mean, if Magnus loses this game, I mean, it starts to get very when your macro is solid but your micro needs work, you're in an esport. True. Thank you to Prospa for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much to Prospa. Thank you to Turbo for the 300 bits. Okay, so Queen A5 here looks good. Queen A5 and Rook B8 or Bishop E6, but you got to go all in with the big attack. Yeah, that's why chess is an esport, of course. When your macro is solid but your micro needs work, you're in an esport. That is such a good comment. Awesome comment, Pursue Alex. When your macro is good but your micro needs needs management. Thank you to Zodaris for the 2 months. Thanks to Voxel for the Prime as well. Thank you so much. Can white play F4? I was wondering if that was a move. Wow, MVL is playing so fast every game. This is bizarre. What's there? Queen C8? Yeah, you have to go Queen C8 or Queen F6 because if white gets F5, you just lose the game. Okay, he goes that way. So takes. I do feel very much so like Magnus is on tilt here. FE4? What's going on? This is a little bit nuts. I'm a little bit, yeah, this is kind of weird. Yeah, this is very weird. Very, very weird. I mean, you have to take E4. Nothing else makes sense, right? I mean, or maybe you can go... I mean, maybe you can go Rook B8, Rook B4. I mean, it looks weird. Yeah, I don't know, like... I feel like this is a strong pawn or a weak pawn. There's also e3 at some moment too, like e3 and rook d8. Very messy position. Yeah, actually you should go rook b at e3, e4 and force the bishop open. You go e3, e4 and you force the line open, and then you put the bishop on d4. Okay. The thing is though, if black gets bishop d8, you're in really bad shape with the triplets here, like bishop d8 or e3, e4 again. e3, e4 looks very tricky. This is very dangerous. Wow. Thank you to Atana with the prime. Thank you to Aaron Shirlish for the prime. Brogy Wan Kenobi for the prime. Ultimate Dan with the prime. Yan Excellent for the prime. Thank you to Connor Gali with the tier 1. Thank you to Jace the King with the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Whoa, this is wow. Thank you to Legate Blake with the prime. Thank you to also known as Nemsco. Thank you to Chiu for the 7 months in a row. Thank you so much, Chiu. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is really getting very, very, very dicey for Magnus. Probably e4 or e4 or e4 and takes an f5. Just takes f5, hold the juicer, bring the bishop back. Wow, this is really, really scary. I mean, maybe white's okay, but after f5 and bishop d4, wow. Yeah, this is amazing. Thank you to Zeus Sweetjuice with the prime and Cario 88 with the prime. Okay, what's Maxime thinking? Does he want to go bishop d4 or something? And rook b2, rook g2, but it doesn't look right. So bishop d4, rook b3, obviously. Only move. But then rook king f6 takes d7, rook d8. It's probably a draw with correct play. But I actually kind of like the position for... I thought I liked it. Oh no, you know why it's bad for white is there's bishop f2 to target these pawns once the rooks come off. And white's rook looks really good, but it doesn't actually target anything here. But your pawns are on dark, so my black bishop is just going to eat your pawns. It's king e7. Okay, takes. King e7, I guess. Yeah, king e7 and b4. King e7, I guess. It's just a draw. King e7 takes rook d7. Whoa, what is that? c6, bishop c7? What's going on here? Then rook b5, king e7. I think Magnus might win here now. This is really tricky. Thank you to D-Pawn opener for the 8 months. Thank you to M-Glass for the tier 1. So you have to go king e7 and king d6. Only try. Do you have rook f8 here to make a draw? I think rook f8 might still save a draw. Wow, Maxime is playing really well. This is what I'm talking about. When I say he's playing well, king d6, and now he's completely fine again. It's king d6. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Maxime is defending amazingly well today. He's playing. This is the best chess I've seen Maxime play, maybe ever, online at least. He is defending so well. He is not cracking. He's holding up under the pressure so far. I think just rook f6. Oh wait, no, then there's rook b5. You have to be careful. Maybe just bishop d8 and king c7. Yeah, he does it. There's rooks. Okay, but now there's rook f2 and e3, right? Is this a... No, this is a draw. White can't exchange. White exchanges the wrong color queening pawn, so black can just wait. Rook f6 is a very nice move. Yeah, you just take and you go king d8. King d8. Or no, sorry, you got to bring the king around, sorry. Wait, is this actually winning? Wait, king e7? Oh, wait, no, it's not winning. Wait. Or is it e3? No, it is. Oh, it is winning. Wait, it is winning. Whoa, thank you Chipotle Sensei for the 100 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much to Chipotle Sensei for the 100 gifted. Thank you. Yeah, now it's winning. Wow, what a game. Magnus actually wins that from a position that he probably was losing at some point. So it's back to 1 game. So it's 2.5, 2.5. Thank you, Thomas, for the 300 bits, and Mad Sia for the 300 bits. Thank you, Louis Eiffel for the Prime. Once again, thank you to Chipotle Sensei with the 100 gifted subs. Does that get us to 10K? It's very close, right? Really, really close to 10K. Thank you so much to Chipotle Sensei once again for the 100 gifted subs. Thank you. I jinxed it? Yeah, I did jinx it a little bit. Thank you to C. Willie for the Prime. Thank you to Zook Attack for the 3 months. I have the eval bar off of my screen. No, it's open. It says 0.65. Thank you to the Mellow Margin for the Prime. Kiosk with the Prime. Abdullah with the Prime. Thank you to Drag Samat 100 for the 3 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Dragon Samo. I'm not sure, but thank you for the 3 gifted. Thank you to TXK Neek for the Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you to Faction for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so black is fine. Bishop A6. Is there an actual threat if white just castles? B4, C4, A4, Bishop C2. Tough move to play, but okay, Maxime just ignores it. Thank you to Tempest for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you to Tempest. 7MR for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you to Ojo with the gifted sub. Thank you to Frobus with the Prime. Doobie QC with the tier 1. And Matt V with the tier 1. Okay, knight d5, he wants f6, hammer the bishop and the knight here. Thank you to Young PDF with the Prime, D Burns with the Prime, and Ghost Needle with the Prime. Thank you so much, appreciate it. 10K, thank you so much. What a Friday it's been. We're watching this very tense match between Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and Magnus Carlsen. Thank you to Timo Taiji for the 5. Thank you to Binary Fairy with the Prime, Magni87 with the Prime. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Thank you to Atale Viron for the Prime. Thank you so much, appreciate it. F6 here won't work as a Queen H5, I assume, and then there's something. So does black castle into the diagonal? I mean, you can't go this way because your queen side's destroyed. I don't know here. I'm not sure what to make of this. Obviously, I guess I was gonna say obviously you have to go C4, but then your pawns are weak. I mean, but I think C4 is the only move to not loot. I mean, wow. And if takes, oh, actually castles make sense. Because now you threaten F6. Thank you to Gucci Bento for the Prime. Kroons for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, the trade. I guess Rook B8. Although your pawns are both being angled here by the 2 ops. Okay, Queen B7 holds. Bishop A5. There's Knight F4 hitting the Queen. Okay, there's this, but there's also this. I assume you go F5 here. But then you create a weakness. Queen goes back, and you have this soft pawn. Great horse, great weakness. Messy. Stop acting like this game is more important than 10,000 subs. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Thank you to McSofty for the Prime. Thank you so much. Once again, big shout out to everybody. Thank you for the 10,000 subs. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Again, the problem with this game, by the way, is that Magnus is down a minute on the clock already in a tough position. Queen E5. You just got to not allow B4. That's the only thing. If the bishops come off, the knight is good. If you can prevent B4 here, you're in very good shape. I think my max was I hit 12.9. I hit 12,900 at the absolute peak of the boom. I think in June. That was the all-time high. I think Xclam's records, is it? No, it's Xclam records, right? Yeah, there it is. Most viewers 49,923 November 30th. And most subs 12,900 with 12,900 in June 2020. Yeah. I don't like A3. Well, I guess actually now you can trade. A3 maybe is a good move. Thank you to Haganiko for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so Bishop A6 has to be played. Rook A6. I guess you trade. Takes. Oh wait, you can take, and you have Queen F. Queen. Oh, you have a right triangle. Huh. Okay. White's up a pawn here. It's records with an S at the end. So King H7, Bishop D6, I guess. He wants to route the bishop where it targets the juicer. I think F4 is an only move here in Rook G6, and you hope that your attack is in time, although white can go back and cover. Okay, I don't know if I like that move. Rook b7, queen f8. I mean, this probably is a draw. I don't think Maxime can win anymore. Queen d6, of course, hit the pawn, or queen e. No, queen e8 allows rook e7, so queen d6 maybe. Thank you to a mark for the 300 bits. Thank you, Sleazemore, for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, white must be better. No, you trade and go rook c1. No, I mean rook c1, rook c6. This is going to be a struggle for Magnus. I think he can draw this with precise play, but this is going to be a struggle. This is going to be a big struggle. So he wants h5, king g6. He wants rook c6, and he would like to plant the pawn to soften these pawns forever. Maybe king h2 here. I like king h2. G3 maybe also, but I think king h2 is a move I would play. Thank you, Savage Bowler, for the prime. Thank you so much. Okay, so takes. White's almost, or black's almost got the pawns to all light squares, which is what he wants. So you have to go king g3. Okay, king g5, maybe around the back now. Rook c8, rook g8. Yeah, rook c8 looks good. This should be a draw, though. I mean, rook b8 maybe? Can you go rook b8 and play an endgame? Maybe just check and go back, or rook b8 right away. Whoa, b3, king h4. Time is actually going to play a big role. Rook g8. Or king h4. Oh, king h4 maybe is interesting too. Okay, maybe, knight f4, okay. g6. This is probably a draw now, I think. It has to be a draw with correct play. White is up a lot of time, though. Rook e6. Rook e6, and where's the tactic? I don't see it. Check. King g3. Oh, wow. This king f2. This is losing if you take, I think. Isn't it? Or is it a draw? Okay. G3 maybe? Oh, is G3 winning? Check. Oh, rook e4? Wait. King h5. Bishop e5 here. Bishop e5 and you win. Yeah, just king e2. King e1. Rook e3 and g6, and that's it. That's it. That's it. G6, that's it. Bye-bye birdie, g7. G8, and you take the rook. Or rook f3 even. But it's all good. Wow. Wow, this is very interesting. So it's 3.5, 2.5 for MVL. Amazing. I mean, I feel like we're right on the edge. I mean, if MVL can, we're where we were early in the match, where if let me close the board. We're early in the match where basically if Magnus was up 2, he couldn't get that third game, and it's funny because the same thing occurred in my match against Wesley, where Wesley was up by 1 or 2. I think he was up by two different times, and that he could never get that +3. And it's the same thing here where MVL, he's +2. If he can get that +3 here in this game, I think he's probably going to win the match. But again, getting that critical game when it's on +2 is the big question. Go prep for MVL. Stop the stream, you guys. I'm a professional streamer. I don't play chess. Thank you to Waffle Juicer for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna have the same thing as before. I'm not sure what to make of this. I thought that this was good for Maxime last time, so I'm surprised to see Magnus playing the same line. I mean, I think if Maxime's up 2, again, it's going to hinge on whether Maxime can get +3 and bullet. But I would say right now, I think Maxime is probably, I think he's probably technically the favorite at the moment. But he's playing very well. Maxime is playing really, really well. I give a lot of credit to Maxime. His performances today has been, I definitely think it's the best performance I've seen out of him online for sure. It's not even close, actually. But let's see. Okay, it goes f5. Yeah, and the problem with this is that it just, I don't know, it doesn't flow. It just doesn't feel like it's in Magnus' style, really, this opening. Like h5, bishop h6 maybe. Maybe queen g5, maybe bishop f6, g5. I mean, somehow you got to use this bishop. But I like bishop c6. This I don't like. Because now I think you take the file maybe. Okay, but now queen b3, rook a8 maybe. I don't know what to make. Or queen a6 maybe. Okay, it goes rook a8. Is there a knight c4 jump? No. So, Because there's also queen a6, queen a4 maybe. Okay, it goes knight b1. He wants knight a3, force the pawns. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you for the 2 months. Thank you to Arius Aquitas for the prime. Thank you to Autobring for the gift for the tier 1. Okay, c4. Wow, bold move. But maybe a very good move, actually. Because if takes, you trade and get the knight to c4. The pawns are soft, but the bishop is bad, too. Objectively, I think as black, you have to take. I think b4, knight b5 is too dangerous with rook a1. I think you just take and you play like rook b3 and bishop f8, and you hope it holds. Yeah, rook b3 is important. Rook b3 to hold and take the pawn. Wow, he sees it. Maxime is playing amazing chess today. Like, he's really playing good chess. He's playing great chess. This is just great chess from Maxime. It's a pleasure to watch. Now, it's not to say that he will win this game, I mean, or not lose this game, but he's playing very well. Okay, e4 is good. You can play rook b4 and get rid of the knight on c4 here. Oh, fix the time. Oh, sorry, fix the time. Sorry, yeah. Okay, but now white's going to be better because white gets b3 to hold the knight on c4. Yeah, white's a little bit better now, but it's still maybe nothing special. Rook e1, king f5. Good knight. This feels very Magnus-esque again. Okay. Maybe he wants king g5 is a good idea. Okay, king g5, king e2, rook at b7 to come back to hit the knight. It's obviously what we'll see. Can white go king? But then there's bishop g7, d4 maybe. So king e3 is maybe a little bit too much. Because then it is a true wooden shield. I'm pretty sure that with correct play, this is still a draw with rook b7, rook b4. And Maxime is seeing, he's seeing everything. He's not missing much. Also, I think my time is off by like 30 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So, okay, b3, and now black just goes like rook b8 back. And I'm not sure what you do here. Like, if black just waits with rook b7, how do you exactly progress? Rook b7, rook f7, or rook b8 and bishop e7? Not sure. How do you progress? Just king e3, just king f5. Okay, so I guess you go back to b7 now. Because now you want the lateral side movement. Rook, bishop e7 maybe? This should still be a draw with correct play, but I don't know if this will be a draw. Like... Okay, rook a4. He wants knight d2. Okay, g5. What's there? Knight d2 hits the pawn. Then king e5. Still very tricky. Oh, is there knight a5? No, he missed. There's some knight a5 maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, the bar went really high for a second there. Okay, obviously you just go. Well, rook d7's path. Nah, I think you have to come up. You have to go king f6 and king e5. He's trying to play actively. I like the active play, by the way, because if takes rook d4, it should still be a draw, I think, with correct play. Okay, Magnus is down to 30 seconds. Thank you to Ali Rezat for the 300 bits. Thank you to Habs Rock for the Prime. Dan's thank you to Danmark Art for the Prime as well. Thank you so much. Sorry if I'm a little bit quiet, you guys, but I do really need to use the restroom, so I'm just like trying to hold it for the next 6 minutes. Okay. This should be, oh man, this is gonna be hard to draw with no time. This is probably a draw with correct play by the way, but so yeah, I'm a little bit quiet. That's why I'm quiet. Just so hard to win this, actually. Like Rook D4 now. I mean, Rook D4 looks good. Rook D4. Come on, Rook D4 and G4. Come on, Maxime. Rook D4. What are you thinking about? Just go. Just go. Just go. Oh, maybe it's calculating this endgame, like F3, Rook E5. Rook F4 now, I guess. Like Rook D4 and King F5. He's got to go with it. Yeah, Rook D4. Now you run with the king in, and this. Okay, Rook D5. Okay, I guess you just bring the king up. Rook E5. Rook E5. Check, check. Rook D5. Does G4 move here? You can also take, maybe make a draw. I think this is still a draw with correct play. King H5 and Rook G5. Just check, and this is a draw again. This is amazing. This is a draw. Rook G5. Yeah, okay, it goes that way. Rook G5. D5, of course. He blundered though. He blundered this, I think. King F. Is this actually winning? Rook E2? Oh, and it loses. Yeah, he loses. Wow. Wow, what a game. Very close, but Magnus wins that game, so it's back to one game. That's 3.5 all. Yeah, very, very, very tricky. Okay, so Magnus plays the Berlin. So the question is, I think what Maxime should do here is he should probably play this as the last game. Yeah. I didn't doubt that Magnus could win that. I thought he would. I thought long term there were good chances to win, but it was very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. Stop being biased? How am I being biased? Yeah, I mean, if Magnus wins this game, I think he's again the odds-on favorite. But this is gonna be the last game of the 3+1. Yeah, I'm being biased. Apparently, I'm being so biased. MVL should have taken a perpetual. He didn't have a perpetual in that game, did he? Was there a threefold in that game? Because I didn't see a threefold. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but anyway, whatever. Now this is useful regardless. I just want to see what happens in this game. Okay, what's going on? So knight d5, white wants to go c4, maybe rook e1 or rook d1 here. Okay, a4. I think I saw this. This was like very similar to the game that Magnus had against Parham, I believe. Belgium Hikaru based. He must ban himself. Good one. Take it, piss. No, or go use the restroom. No, it's okay. I'll just wait. Actually, no, I won't wait. I'm gonna go to the. I'll wait. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Ugh. What do we miss? Oh my gosh, Magnus is losing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened? What happened? Thank you, Bahamut. Thank you to Bahamut for the tier 1. Professor Ella with the Prime. Cosmos Sofer with the tier 1. Magic's Cool with the tier 1. Thank you, JH Schlack for the 6 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just Bishop G. Okay, he's going to go H4, I guess. Just H4, chip it. H5. I don't like what he's done here, by the way. I mean, I'm kind of worried that Maxime might lose this. What was the tactic, though? There's some, E6. Very nice tactic. Wow. This is not over, by the way, to be clear. So rook H4, of course. F3 and G4. What is King F3? It's B5. I mean, I guess this is winning, but I mean, there are some passed pawns here. King E2 maybe? Okay, if the white king gets close though, it's going to be very easy to win this actually. Just King D. Yeah, he's got King E4 here. King E4 is GG, right? Yeah, and Rook H5 and Rook E5. I mean, everything wins here basically. Rook C5, Rook C1. Oh, Magnus just resigns. Wow, Magnus just resigns? Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you to Cara Fanilia for the Prime, Sparty McJugget for the Prime, thank you to Kurgan for the 3, and Maury Xiao for the 3 months. Alright, so Maxime wins this portion too, and he's up +2. So again, we'll see. We'll see what happens as we head into the bullet portion, but this is very surprising. Huge win for Maxime there. Huge win. He is +2 as we go into the bullet, so it's 30 minutes left in the entire match, and Maxime is up by 2 games. So Maxime is definitely going to try to run out the clock. If he gets like a 3 or 4 game lead, he will. So we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. If they're tied after bullet, it's going to be, I think, 4 games. 4 games more of bullet. That's the sudden death portion. Thank you to King B for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I mean, Speed Magnus is very good at blitz. Let's be serious. What I was gonna say though is I feel like bullet. I thought bullet was where MVL was objectively gonna have the best chance. So the fact that MVL is up by 2 games right now, yeah, who knows? It's 7 minutes. Let me reset the clock too. It's 30 minutes now. It's not 60. So let's reset it. Why is it? It's not displaying correctly. Why is it? Oh, no, it is displaying correctly. I just have it cut off. That's all. There we go. So yeah, this is going to be the final game. Or not final game. Sorry, it's going to be the final portion of the Speed Chess Championship between Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and Magnus Carlsen. Currently, it's Maxime is +2, so it's going to be very, very exciting. Show you guys a tactic. Yeah, I mean, Maxime, that's what I was going to say, though, is I thought Maxime to have a shot, he needed to be within 1 game going into bullet. And he's actually +2, so it's going to be very, very tense. Very tense as we head to the finish. Okay, so, yeah, all right, you guys. Once again, we will be doing a speed run at 50,000 subs on YouTube. So make sure to check out the More GMHikaru channel. We're currently, I think, 35,000, 15,000 away. At 50,000, we will be doing an eye tracker speedrun. Also, make sure to update the score on the left. I can't. It's correct. Make sure also to give out a follow to Anachess as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Who do I think is favorite? I mean, Maxime has to be the favorite because he's up by 2 games. But again, it's Bullet. Anything can happen. I would say that based on the stylistically, I think the way that Maxime has played so far, he probably, I mean, his style is very well suited for Bullet, I think. Thank you to Sahea v Britannia for the Prime, Shlomo Dog for the Tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So what I would say is I think in general, it's most... I think Maxime is in the driver's seat, but again, this first game is going to be super critical. Thank you to D. Stevens for the Tier 1. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, all your prep was for Nod. Hey, look, it's not over. Long way to go. Thank you to Rabid Corgis for the Tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. How do I feel about Levy's betrayal? How did Levy betray me exactly? Thank you to Jay Store and Caring for the Prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. The score is currently 9-7. So Maxime has won both portions, 4.5 to 3.5. And so he's up by 2 games. So we head into Bullet. Did my car arrive? No, it didn't. Actually, thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna check my phone. Yeah, nothing. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you to Vampire for the Tier 1 Sideways Knight for the Prime. Thank you to Just Storing is Caring for the Prime again. Thank you so much. Thank you to Viok for the 777. Yeah, we have 10,000 subs as well. Thank you so much to everybody for all the love. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Yeah. Next game will be starting in, I believe, like 3 to 4 minutes. I'm not sure exactly how long, but pretty soon. No, Maxime has played great chess. Will you beat MVL in the final? I mean, you guys, if I could predict the future, I knew what the future held, then I'm pretty sure I would just go and win the lottery every time it's $1 billion, and I would run the world. So yeah, that's not how it works. Anyway, yeah, exactly, yeah. I have yellow teeth. I drink a lot of caffeine during the stream, so it's not shocking. Thank you to Rain Man for the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you to Mattis VB for the Prime as well. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mattis VB. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Thank you to Akarino 2703 for the Prime as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to Thrilled Mystic for the Prime. So, all right, I think the next game is going to start in a second. So we're just going to enjoy the calm before the storm. The game's going to be starting, I'm assuming, within the next 2 minutes. I don't know how long, but very, very soon. Thank you to Killed by Nobody for the Tier 1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm feeling very good for Maxime at the moment. I think a lot depends on what his preparation is and whether he's going to play the same way. Whether he's going to play the same way he did in the previous segments and play the same sort of sharp style. Thank you, Killed by Nobody, again for the Tier 1 Telemon for the 26 months. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Goji Berries for the Prime. Thank you, Goji Berries. Appreciate it. Thank you. I think Magnus and MVL is a flip. I think Magnus should be very slightly better, perhaps, but I think it's basically a coin flip. Thank you to Archine Babies for the Prime. Thank you to Arkning for the Prime as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, basically, if I would say if Maxime can win the first 2 games and gets it by +4, it's very unlikely that Magnus comes back. But I think that's the magic number. Or if he can be at +3 with about 15 minutes left, then it becomes very hard. Thank you to Aerolize for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's what it comes down to. But the game should be starting very, very soon. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but it'll be very soon. When am I playing? Well, I play the winner of this match tomorrow in the grand final at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Thank you to Geobane for the Prime as well. Thank you so much to Geobane. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So let's see. I mean, I do think, however, having said that, I think Maxime definitely should start to think about stalling at critical moments. Like, if he wins the first game or he wins 2 in a row, I think he definitely should start to think about stalling out in various positions. Basically, they play 90 minutes of 5 minutes with 1 second increment. Then they play 60 minutes of 3 minutes with 1 second increment. You gain 1 second per move. And now the final one is 30 minutes of 1 minute plus 1 second increment. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I don't mind the format. No, I don't mind the format at all. When will the match start? I thought it was supposed to start already, but I'm guessing it's going to start in like 2 minutes or something. I don't know. I mean, we'll see in a second. Thank you to Jogarok, sorry, for the Prime. Thank you to Gotham Chess for the raid with 1364. Thank you so much to Levy for the raid. Thank you to CJM Goes for the gifted sub. We are going to head into the final portion of the Speed Chess Championship. This is the match between Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and the world champion Magnus Carlsen. Currently, Maxime is ahead by 2 games. There are 30 minutes left in this match, and we're going to see if Magnus can stage a comeback. Okay, here we go. We're off. First game. Let's go. 30 minutes. Time to start the clock. Control start. There we go. Okay. A very critical game. I think if Magnus loses this game, I think if Magnus loses this game, it's very unlikely that that he will come back. So this is a very critical game. This is also very reminiscent of what I said in my match against Wesley. I think there were 2 times Wesley was up by 2 games against me, and he could never get to the +3 magic mark. So I think it's worth noting. I don't like this opening choice by Magnus, by the way, because this is a very well-known line. I've actually played this myself. I think I had this with White against Maxime in the FIDE Grand Prix in Sharjah in the Emirates in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So this has been played. It's a well-known line. Thank you to Ali Zero for the 300 bits. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so queen b8. I guess the idea is to play knight c5 here maybe and hit the queen and hit the pawn. Okay, so let's see. Okay, what's he gonna play? Knight c4 maybe? Magnus is again too slow, I feel like. I mean, he's trying to play precise chess here, but I'm not sure that it's good enough. Okay, bishop takes e4. King d8. Oh my gosh, Magnus is really struggling. You just take f3. Okay, he's gonna play bishop f3 just wins, I think. So basically Maxime is trying to force an endgame here, which he's gonna get here, I think. Yeah, he's gonna get an endgame and he goes d5, and I think he's gonna win this. Takes in d5. D5 is critical. Open up the lines. And now just like h6 or bishop c5. Okay, bishop c5 is a great move. King a7. Can you just go h6? d4 is winning. d4, d4, d4. Maybe again h6 or maybe just rook c8. Bishop b6 maybe? Knight c6. Oh, rook b8 is a nice move to force an endgame, but is this actually winning? f5, I guess you got to go f5 here. If you get g5 and you can create the connected pawns, knight b4 wins. Knight b4, knight c2. g5 again, maybe? G5 again? g4 and e5. g4 and e5 and black's winning. Just e5. e5, yeah. And now if e4 comes, you lose. I mean, this e4. d3, b5, knight somewhere. Knight b7. Bishop c3. Bishop c3 maybe? Okay. There's bishop b4. Okay, kings. Oh no! Oh no, this is losing now. Wait, knight e6? Knight c7? King c7? King c7 and knight c... Oh my gosh, this is a huge blunder. Oh wow. Knight c5? King d6 maybe? Oh, it's gonna be a draw. Whoa. Whoa. This is a draw. A huge save for Maxime. Huge save. King e4, huge save here. If he had lost this would be catastrophic for him. That would have been catastrophic if Maxime had blown that game. Mind you, he was winning, but if he had lost that would have been catastrophic. Okay, so they're gonna play the Alapin Sicilian here. I'm not really gonna comment on moves because this is bullet chess. Spending 25k is catastrophic. No, I don't have a preference. I mean, I'm just enjoying the chess. I mean, I did my prep. I did a little bit of prep for Magnus, so I mean, it's kind of surprising to see this outcome, but I'm not really that shocked either at the same time. So of course you should trade and go d4, I assume. Yeah, d4, right? Just d4 and knight d4. d4? Okay. I don't like knight g3. I'm worried about knight. But there's knight e5 maybe. Takes, knight e5 is, yeah. Okay, knight e4, of course. Oh, and now Magnus has to press because the draw is not good enough. Knight f6, takes, knight e5 looks completely fine. Yeah, just trade the juicers. Takes, and bishop f4, knight e5, and white's completely fine again. And white might even have chances to win in this endgame. Okay. Wait, is there g3 here? Wait, what is this? Whoa, this is crazy. What's going on? Bishop a4 maybe? I mean, this is insane. Why did Maxime play this? This is insane. This is insane. Okay, rook a4. It's insane, but actually it's kind of hard for black to prove rook f4. And now you threaten knight g6 also. Rook f5, I guess? Or f3, I don't know. Both moves are played. I think f3 looks safer. It's safe to the queen. Okay, what just happened? Oh, there's knight g6. Oh, there's knight g6. Oh, knight g6 wins the game. Oh, yo. Knight g6 wins the game. Okay, so now takes and bishop c2, and this is winning. Okay, just knight h4, king d2. He wants bishop d1, bishop d1. I don't like knight e3, but it's probably good enough. There's knight c4 coming as well. I just not d4. Rook e2 is such a beautiful move. It cuts the check and you fossil the rook. Oh, d4. Oh, that's so beautiful. Takes. No, the match is not over, you guys. I would actually take c5 there, maybe. Rook h2. Bishop f7, I guess. Yeah, I mean, king e3 wins. King e3, and I would go king e3 here. Rook g2. King e3, king f4. This is winning. Wow. It's +3. Crazy. Getting in the danger, definitely in the danger zone now. It's +3. MVL took it personal when you said it was going to be Magnus versus Hikaru. Yeah. No, I mean, it's not over, by the way, mind you. It's not. Now, the question is, did Maxime look at this line during the breaks or not, is a question. And I bet he did, actually. Maybe not, though, because it's, I don't know. It's weird. Very weird. I don't understand this, though. Because white's just much better. So did Maxime not look at this? Or did he just, like, wants knight f5? I don't like this at all, by the way, to be clear. g5 is going to get mated. You have to go knight f5, I think. But this just looks terrible. Yeah, this is not over at all. I mean, not even close to being over. There's still 20 minutes left. But it's just, we're in this danger zone of, like, there's takes and there's still queen g5. So takes, rook g3 and queen g5. I mean, it's still very tricky. Yeah, rook g3 and queen g5. Still very tricky. Yeah, queen g5 and now you take the rook. I mean, white should be better somehow, but it's not obvious at all to me why white is winning. I mean, bishop e4, there's rook f8, queen e4, rook f8, king h8. Oh, there's queen g6. Oh, he doesn't see. I thought queen g6 maybe, but now rook f8. c5, I mean, there's now c4 too. c4? c4 takes and queen e3 takes knight c4, king d3, knight b2, and black's in the game. Will he see c4 is the question. Will he see queen e3 here? He does. Okay, so now queen f2, of course. Only move. Okay, let's rook f2. Actually, rook f2 is also good. Yeah, queen f2 is a move that looked odd. Rook f2. I don't know, queen h2 or maybe h5. He wants to activate the bishop. This makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think this is just too much. Yeah, I mean, bishop h6. I mean, bishop h6. c3 and knight c4. c3, knight c4. c3, knight c4. Oh, wow. c3, knight c4. Oh, and there's a beautiful check, and bishop e3. King d3, knight b2, king d2, check, queen e3, knight c4, knight b2, and bishop e3 for the hammer with knight c4. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's, wow. Wow. Okay, so it's +4. Yeah, I mean, if Maxime wins this game, I think it's over. I think this is the last critical moment. Wow. It's not over. No, 18 minutes, you can still come back. If Magnus can win 4 games in 18 minutes, but if it gets to +5, I think it's over. I think this is it. I mean, Magnus has to win this game. If he doesn't win this game, I think it's over. No, there's still time. 4 games, he can definitely win. But winning 5 in like 15 is really unlikely. MVL can stall. He can stall, but he can only take approximately on his own time, he can only take 4 minutes off the clock. So he's just got to keep playing in this game and focusing. The score, it's what, it's 2.5, right? I'll update the score too. 2.5, 0.5. MVL will not tilt. The only question is, can Magnus do anything to keep the game spicy? But MVL's moving too slowly now. You gotta go. It's not over. He's moving too slowly. There's still 17 minutes left. What's he doing? What's going on? What's he doing? I mean, he's like... now, why is Magnus thinking forever? I'm d5, of course. Bishop b5 or a4, a5. Yeah, maybe queen d3 or queen e2. Put pressure, yeah. Ooh, this is ugly. Just knight d2, knight d2, knight c4. I think Maxime is trying to stall a little time off the clock there, but I think that's a very risky move. There's still too much time. There's still 16 minutes. It just takes and rook f1, of course. Yeah, white is better here, by the way. Bishop d3, maybe. Okay, I guess just bishop d3. Just reroute the bishop, and you want to move the horse back to c4. Yeah, I think white's doing well here. Yeah, this is all good. I mean, okay, so he wants to go knight g1, knight f3, I guess. Problem is for Magnus here, he's using too much time. Like, Magnus has blown the time edge. Now knight g1, knight f3 looks really bad. Oi. Knight f3. Queen b2. I think Magnus has chances to win here. Yeah, you have to trade. Yeah, I don't know if I like the trade there, because now the black knight is going to come around. Knight f3. Okay, knight g5, and just g3 h4 maybe. A g3. Oh, f4 was a terrible move by Magnus, because now I don't think Magnus can. Magnus is in trouble now. Like, I mean, white can just trade and draw, and Maxime should go bishop g4. King g4. Okay, this is a draw though at best. At best, this is a draw. Okay, this is 2 more minutes. Oh, this is a huge draw. I don't like the repetition. He could have wasted a little bit more time there. He should have wasted a little bit more time there. He should have wasted more time. But it's still 14 minutes. And 4 games now, I mean, if you assume every game goes at least 3 minutes, I mean, we're right on the edge. I think if Maxime wins here, it's over, though. I think if Maxime wins this game, it's definitely over. Prep for MVL. Again, you guys, it's not over. You never say it's over until it's over. And it's not over. Yeah, sorry, it's 3-1. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the problem here, the problem for Magnus, though, at this point is that kind of he wants to move really fast, but he can't move super fast, because if he loses, it's just over. So it's like he's in the in-between zone where he wants to move really fast, but he can't actually do that. Thank you to Rain for the tier 1. Thank you to Perfection for the prime. Thank you to Katali with the prime. Vagheg with the tier 3, and 69 Oxy with the prime. Ooh, this is ugly, though. This is ugly. Okay, Magnus needs to win this game fast, and he very well might. Thank you just JM with the prime. Thank you to Pokias with the 7. Hemlock's with the 2. Horsey with the 4. K-Doge with the prime. Matt Axe with the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So see, now here MVL's got to stall it out. He's got to stall it out. I don't know why he's not stalling it out. Okay, he goes back. Actually, maybe it's not so easy. Rook c4? Or no, actually BC4 has got to be right to go rook G8, rook B8. You got to take with the pawn, right? To go rook B8 and open the huge diag. How clean is this? I mean, because C3 there's E6 now. The knight D6. C3 queen. I mean, this is obviously winning for white, but Magnus is. I mean, make it so it's lined up. I mean, come on, you guys, stop being silly. Like, there's not much. I mean, come on, let's be serious. I mean, it's not. What just happened? Bishop B2 is something, or something is winning. Queen A5. Queen A5. Queen. What's happening? Knight E7 or something? Takes King E7. What is going on? Queen A3 also? What is this game is wild. Queen A3? Queen A, oh, he goes C5. Okay, King. Guess E8. Yeah, this is turning into a mess again. Now there's Queen F2, maybe Queen F2. Queen F2, Rook D2, Queen. Well, Queen. No, you don't have B6. Maybe 91's a threat. 91, knight G2. I mean, this is winning again for Magnus. Let's see, F5 maybe. Okay, checks. Rook F2 and knight F4. Knight F4 takes. Rook D2 and Rook F2 maybe. Yeah, Rook F2 and Rook D2. Is this winning or is this a draw? Check. Rook A2. Rook A4. Rook A4, of course. And I think you just wait. You gotta wait. I blundered F6. Yeah, this is just losing. Yeah, okay. So Magnus gets one back, so it's back to 3. But it's 3 and I don't know, can someone tell me what the official clock is? How far off I am on the official clock? It's 3-2. Okay. Or are my headphones low on battery? They might be low on battery. Whatever, I don't care. Who cares? What do we have? We have we have 15%. We're good. We're good. I mean, Magnus has to win this game, and I mean, I don't know. Just let me go to the official channel. Let me just see exactly how far off we are. The official clock is 9:44. I'm actually ahead of them by 3 seconds. So actually, my clock is more accurate than theirs. It looks like. So okay. So like my clock is correct. Yeah. Queen H4 maybe. Knight G4 maybe. Knight G4, Knight H6, and Bishop H6. I don't like A4. Rook H. Or wait, no. Rook H5 is not a move. Rook E5. Rook A5. Rook F1. I mean, this looks bad. This looks bad for white. I guess the idea is the pin. Okay, Rook F1 obviously, because you can't take so the potential ice skater. Rook F1 maybe. Why would you resign if you're 4 games ahead? No, I mean, I'm not saying resign. I mean, but you don't resign here. If you're Maxime, you don't resign in any case here. You just play it out. Very tricky position here. I mean, maybe just Rook C1. Problem is your queen is misplaced. I mean, Rook D1 maybe? Or Rook CD. I mean, there's got to be something here for white. Again, Rook D1 I think is a move. Or no, but then... Oh, wait, no. Wait. Let's see. Here. Queen D4? Queen D4? And then Bishop F4, Queen D4, is there... No, but then you just take... Or no, you take there. Yeah, Queen D4 is winning here. Yeah, I mean, MVL should have wasted more time. Like, I mean, he totally... Like, I don't know why he didn't waste time. Okay, so what, fe3? No, but see, this is actually going to be tricky because white's going to get the right outside pawn here. a5. Oh wait, Magnus is ooh, and really, oh, this is really tricky now. Yeah, b6, a6. a6 takes. I mean, black is, can black win this? I mean, I'm skeptical as to whether black can win this. Rook c7 and bishop c6. Okay, whoa, what is g4? Now c3. Okay, you bring the king. Bishop e4, obviously. Bishop c2, maybe? Or no, just king e3. No, now rook b2. Wait, what? Bishop d3. Okay, rook c4. Rook c4, maybe? King f3, obviously. King e3. Just check. Takes. Okay, goes here. Wow, this is crazy. Gonna go back. But now there's king c7. King d4, maybe? He's got to move. Okay. Bishop c2. Rook b4. Okay, now this is a draw. For sure this is a draw here. King d3. Rook a4, maybe? Okay. K4. King e2, king f2. Can you go king e5 here? Maybe you can. Rook a5 now. Not bishop c2 because of check. Bishop c8. Rook f3. I think black's winning now, right? Rook h7. King f1 maybe? King f1? Bishop c7. I mean, the clock is burning down though. Like, king e2. Yeah, see, but see if Maxime had burned more time here, he would have had a chance. And it's not over, you guys. It's not over. It's still 2 games. It's not over. Like I said, it's not over. You guys assume it's over. It's not over. Yeah, Mac, this is why you burn time. Like, everyone who's like, oh, you know, stop stalling, stop burning time, you do it for this exact reason. Because now there's a chance that Maxime will actually not win this. All he needs is 1 draw in the next 2 games. But that game burned a lot of time. That was an important game. I mean, Magnus got the win, but it did burn a ton of time, which was important. Wait, Maxime is black? Oh wait, what is he doing? What's going on? What is that? What is he doing? G4 traps the bishop. Queen a5 is good here? Queen a5 apparently is a good move. What is the... Oh, wow. Maxime is choking. He's totally choking this. This is unbelievable. This is literally unbelievable. He's totally choking this. Why did he play c6 on move 1? Like, at this point in the match? Wow. He's totally choking this. He's setting it up for the final? I mean, sure, but like, there's too much time left. Like, you can't run out the clock here. Yeah, Magnus is going to get a chance to even this up. Like, he's going to lose this game. Wow, crazy stuff. I mean, my timer's not off, right? My timer is correct, I think. I mean, there's like, I can't believe that he did this. I mean, this is insane. Maybe there's knight f8. Oh, did he get a trick here? Oh, he got some cheesy trick here. Takes. There's e5 and rook c7. Oh man. Oh my gosh. This Magnus is still winning, but this is gonna burn more time. Oh my gosh. Magnus is gonna actually have to work here for this now. Like rook d5. I mean, this is insane. a5. Oh, that's a good move. Just play h5 or something. Just gotta go. Just go h5 and f5. h5 and f5. What's he doing? It's just too slow. King e4? No, but it's just too slow. What's he doing? He had a chance there. He had a real chance there to hang on. But now he's going to lose. Like, this is insane. Thank you, Cheesecake Assassin, for the 7 months. Thank you so much. Now, think about if he wastes 40 seconds here, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, but it would be really close still. King e4? King f5? Yeah, I mean, he's gonna lose, but wow. But see this, okay, but see, MVL totally, I mean, like, now he wastes time when it's too late. Like, it doesn't matter because they get one more game. This is insane. Wow. I can't believe that he played the Caro-Kann there. After how well the matches worked, there was no reason to change it up at the very end. No, but time doesn't matter because there's going to be another game regardless. But this is the last game. I mean, Magnus has played well, but MVL totally choked it. And this, I think, is proving my point that I said. Like, there were a lot of people who are telling me, they're like, oh, you know, he's stalling. Like, it's so terrible. It's, like, not right and this and that. But, again, this is why you do it. This is why you have to do it. If it's a draw, Maxime wins because he is up by 1 right now, I think, right? Let me update it. I mean, this is the last game, so here we go. I'm just gonna stop it. This is the last game. Let's see. Okay. If Magnus wins this game, there is a tiebreaker. Yes, correct. But Magnus now knows that he has no time, so Magnus is very correctly actually using his time because he realizes this is it. Queen g4 looks... Queen g4? Knight h7... No, but knight h7, knight Queen g4? I don't like that at all. He's misplaying this. He's really misplaying this again. This is terrible for black, but I don't like the position at all for Maxime. Maybe bishop c1 or f4, f3, of course. Okay, now I think Maxime is in good shape again. Yeah, now Maxime's at rook e1 and knight e6. I mean, now this is terrible. He missed a good chance there. Okay, I don't know if I like... I guess knight h3 and just bishop e5 even is just very strong. Okay, bishop h... I mean... You take? I take and... Whoa. Knight d3, knight e5. Knight e5. King h1, of course. Knight g6 is a big problem. This is it, I think. Queen e6 and knight e7. Knight e7. You can even repeat. You just repeat. Yeah, takes and takes. Okay, 4-3. So barring some huge epic choke, like this requires a special choke. Come on, this is it. Wow. Oh my god. Holy moly, 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 moly.